Uh-huh. Um, yeah, definitely stuff happening in Lost for sure.
Yeah. I hate um J.J. Abrams and his stupid toady Damon Lindelof. I hate them both.
Um,
Although I just to be clear, I mostly hate J.J. Abrams for what he did to movies.
right. I mean,
I
hey,
basically don't care about Lost. Besides
uh,
not liking it a lot. Well, specifically doing so bad with such a great premise. That is like the hallmark of like
what do you mean
JJ.
so bad?
It's like just a hallmark of J.J. Abrams where you start with a really great premise and he's like we're gonna work our way towards knowing everything about this and that's going to be
Well,
your little treat. And I'm like I'm up for that. But then the more you learn about everything, the more you realize that it was only fun when I didn't know anything and that every new reveal makes everything that was happening dumber and dumber instead of cooler and cooler.
that's weird. I don't even know. That's too bad. Um,
It's called the mystery box, Kylie.
yeah, I know. Um, they didn't have any plans when that show started. I recently just watched like a whole
What?
what?
They didn't have any plans?
No.
You can't
Uh
even tell.
no, like check I mean, dude, this show's good. Fuck
What's
you.
that?
Um
What are you fiddling with?
Drumsticks.
Oh, okay.
Um what am I saying? The circumstances under which Lost gets made are like mind-bogglingly random and unlikely. There was like an aging television executive that was just like really gung ho about having a show about like people getting stranded on an island, and he kept pushing for it and pushing for it, and it was like everyone was like, I think they spent years trying to like deflect him onto other stuff, and eventually they're just like, just fucking write the fucking stranded on an island pilot, okay? He just really wants the pilot, and then it gets approved somehow for this like massive budget. I think on the basis that Disney passed up on Survivor, which was a famously bad idea, and they're like, well, we're not passing up on scripted
We needed
Survivor.
fantasy sci-fi Survivor.
Yeah, everybody's into people stranded on islands these days, and we got to get our slice of that.
Yeah.
And
But you've got to admit though, at some point you're like, okay, Lost is getting another season. We have to figure out what's going on here.
yeah,
And then they decline intentionally to do so
yeah,
because it's not about coming up with something good. It's just about always having the one next thing.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's serialized storytelling, and it's
And
that's
I
why.
feel like I've been really solid on not liking that. I think I've been really consistent on thinking TV drama sucks, basically, is always bad.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't like Game of
Um,
Thrones. I didn't like Breaking Bad. I didn't like, what's the serial killer one? Dexter. I didn't like Dexter. I literally don't think I like a single TV drama that isn't The X-Files because The X-Files is special and unique in both as a show and as a concept.
that's so strange.
Yeah. I have never liked a TV drama ever. I'm doing tweets and stuff too. Hey, will you retweet from the Run Button account that I'm not logged into on Twitter anymore because of my new install on Windows? Just retweet my tweet.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm gonna quote retweet it. Nobody fucking knows your avatar or cares.
What?
It's my
Everyone that
official
follows
stance.
the Run Button account, I have like 4 times as many followers as the Run Button account or more.
Who cares? They don't follow you for Run Button.
They do. I think they do. I think that everyone that follows the Run Button account follows my account. But then that's also what a retweet is. It says Run Button retweeted this, and it's going to have the embed with our logo to the Run Button Twitch. Right?
What?
It's going to have the embed of the Run Button logo on the Twitch link.
Oh yeah, I suppose that is. I see that right here.
And it's going to be retweet. It's going to say retweeted by Run Button when you retweet. I mean, quote tweeting, it's fine. I'm just saying that I find the logic behind your dig to not be true. And I'm going to put it in the Patreon.
It's fine. I don't care.
It sounds like you care because you always bring it up.
Logic. I think a lot of your logic for things isn't that good. What do you think about that? You think you're too cool for school.
I definitely am too cool for school. I'm also too.
You aren't.
Thanks for the very long pause there. Appropriately long pause. That's what a phenomenal line in a movie. Zoolander, I think, has been mistakenly forgotten in 2000s comedy canon. What's that?
I don't know that it has.
You don't think so?
I hear people talk about.
You think
Zoolander.
Gen Z is watching Zoolander and being like, "Wow, Zoolander is a classic American comedy."
No, but Gen checks notes. Alpha is gonna fucking love it.
Your kids are gonna love it.
Marty McFly
screening Zoolander to a bunch of Gen Z weirdos.
No, seriously, your great grandkids are gonna think this is off the chain, and also don't worry about that turn of phrase.
They're gonna be floating down the river in houseboats with portable DVD players.
What, because of
climate change?
Rising?
Yeah.
Okay. We could swing that. Floaty towns. We could do floaty towns.
Yeah, I would love floaty towns, genuinely. Another Tunic stream. And then paste that. And then write your name. And then make it public. And then I'm also going to take this. And also, hey, if anyone's in the Twitch, how are you? I'm not looking at you yet, and I'm also not playing the game yet.
Oh, God, you're streaming already?
Yep.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you crazy?
Said that was live. It's been like 2 minutes. Whoa, were we not supposed to stream yet?
You're out of your gourd. Watch out for Keith. He's off the handle tonight.
I mean, you saw the text of the tweet I told you to retweet. It says that we're live now.
Oh, God. I think it's funny you expected me to read that. It does not say we're live now. Oh, it's okay. I mean, streaming Tunic now. Obviously, if I'm interpreting that literally, it does mean that we're streaming Tunic now. But I feel like there's room for an interpretation that meant, we are going to be streaming Tunic. Now.
In the Twitch chat, Rocky Bottom says, "Is Run Button no longer a YouTube channel anymore?" No, we are a YouTube channel. We just don't have any content to put on YouTube.
Up on YouTube.
All of this stuff is on YouTube.
The past. We're leaving that whole site in our rear view.
It's not true. This is
because
joke.
We've moved on to this brand new
joke
platform that you might have heard of. It's called Twitch.
This is a joke. Warning.
I'm
putting that under every time we're joking.
That's really funny. You saying this is a joke is the joke.
Yeah.
That's so good. But no, we are 100% on Twitch now. And we are going to be deleting our YouTube channel. So if there's any of our videos that you like, watch them now because they're going away.
All of this stuff that we've been doing on Twitch is on the YouTube.
Yeah, all these Twitch streams usually get posted on YouTube unless they're bad. And then we don't.
Yeah. But yeah, all this stuff has been on YouTube. We just don't have any other YouTube content to post because I was sick with COVID.
Brenton McLeod comes back with "Rip, honestly."
Yeah,
Like,
the Omicron started, so Kylie stopped being able to come over because of Omicron, and then also I got COVID, and so you can hear me coughing, you can hear my voice going in all of these streams. Like I've been sick for a month with COVID, and so we just like and then last week we were going to do Uru and didn't get to, or not last week, but like 3 days ago. So we just have no YouTube first content to put out. So we've been streaming instead. Also, I don't think we planned on just doing a bunch of Tunic, but Tunic's been really fun to do, so.
yeah, Tunic has been so good, and we keep making progress, and every time I'm playing the game and not streaming it, I'm like, damn, everyone's missing this great stuff.
Do you want to see me totally wreck this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't do it.
Yeah, you're not in range. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm watching on Twitch. Yeah,
Getting
the
a
thing
little
about those
hitchy.
guys is they don't move, and they just have a range that they'll attack you if you step inside. So you just have to, like...
Sorry, continue.
What's up?
I just wanted
bro?
to show you a really good shortcut that I found that maybe you didn't know about.
Hit me. Where does this go?
It's so you don't need to use this ladder.
Wait.
No joke. It is for. I'll tell you exactly what it's for. If you stand over there and use your magic orb to yank the envoy, then he can't use the ladder. So he just runs through that path and comes back and stands right here.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I think I did discover that shortcut though, but yeah, I'm sure I didn't notice the ladder.
No, because this is where he stands with the key. You must have noticed the ladder.
I just mean at the moment that I discovered that shortcut. Long after I got the key. Discord has been doing this weird thing where, like, when you tab out of the game, it goes back to the very first frame of Tunic it showed me from the screen share.
That's weird. I'm getting a little bit of choppiness. I don't know if nope. So
what's with that? Get out of there! What the?
Sorry, I'm doing stream maintenance stuff. So I was just a little bit not paying attention. And it's fine because I'm just gonna go reset. So Kylie, we are now in very different spots.
Yes. Yeah,
You've done a ton of the
so
game.
Here's the thing. I thought you were a lot farther because didn't you tell me, oops, I got the third key before the second key?
No. What I said was, or at least what I meant to say, was that I got to the third key boss before beating the librarian. Because we got to the librarian. I fought the librarian once. And then I was just like exploring and like poking around and like trying to find more of the world and just like not really ignoring doing the boss, but just like doing other stuff. And I was looking for, genuinely all I was doing was looking for the mask that makes the miasma not hurt you. And in doing that, I found the door. Remember the big door that we opened in the background?
I remember that door.
That door, I found it, and I walked through it, and then all of a sudden, I was underneath the quarry, and it's fucking insane down there. It's insane down there.
Yeah, it's wild.
And so there was no way back out, or maybe there was, and I just didn't want to.
That was the part of my playthrough that didn't get streamed. So we.
Oh, so neither of us streamed that.
Yeah, so. We're kind of going in reverse order. This might end up earlier on the playlist because it's earlier in the game.
No, because I don't have to go through that again because there's a checkpoint. I can just fast travel to it.
Well, the same principle applies.
Sure. But yeah, so we've got the librarian to do, and we've got a fast travel port right to right
That's
to
the wrong way.
I know, I'm just running around.
Oh.
But there's like a lot of like I know that the game doesn't end with the 3 keys, right? But there's just like a lot of stuff that feels like I should have already done it, and I'm sort of paranoid about like letting it and forgetting it, or like having the game be like, you didn't get this yet, so we're just giving it to you.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, so I'll tell you what it is.
Especially with the translation thing. Obviously I'm not going to say why, and it's not the thing you feared, that you were going to get like a manual page that explains the language.
Yeah.
But after we do the key thing, we'll just have much more material to try to translate, and I think that will really help with figuring out what the words are.
I don't have the jump. Clearly there's a jump in the game, or there's something like that.
Oh my god, he thinks there's a jump.
Well, there's definitely some way to get the
This fucking idiot thinks this fox can jump.
I do think this fox can jump, or maybe can float. I don't know.
Orange foxes can't jump.
Only gray foxes can jump. Fuck.
Whoa. And how
With anti-grav, duh. I guess I don't need. Anyway, there's got to be a jump because of this. There's got to be a jump because of that. There's got to be a way to get that.
Maybe this is too much of a spoiler, but you never get that manual page.
Wow.
There's literally no way to obtain it.
Wow, that is a huge spoiler.
Yeah,
I sent you a
sorry.
screen cap, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And you were like, a roodling? And so
Yeah.
it seemed like you didn't know what that was. Do you want to see what I'm talking about?
Well, hang on. I mean,
Do you want to see? Yeah, I'm going to show you, okay?
I'm looking at it right now. It's just a picture of a roodling on a chessboard.
No, but where am I?
I don't know.
Look at the picture. I'm in the picture.
I know. Where are you? In the game.
Oh, no, this isn't. I found this. Have you seen this? What's this? This is weird, right?
You mean the second picture?
No, I'm sorry, on the screen share now. What is this?
Yeah, that. Yeah, that is weird.
Have you been here?
I have been there.
That's weird, right? I found that.
That's
I
totally
wrote
weird.
down the map. I combined the maps.
I even
could.
came here. I came here after I already thought I had this room clocked, and then nothing happened, and now I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Clocked?
Now?
Oh, like you thought you knew what it was, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, like I had it.
Okay.
Like I had its number.
So no, I went to the wrong of the 2 places that I found that I didn't understand. I went to the wrong one.
Sorry, do people forget that clocked was a word before we started using it for knowing trans people are trans people? Is this a thing we've lost?
As a cis person, the way that is not the primary understanding of that word to me. I don't think about trans people at all when I think of the word clocking. The primary one is like registering something as something, which is, I guess, the trans thing is a subset of that. And then the second thing is punching. And then if you're like, what's the next one?
Punching?
When you punch someone,
Don't
you
punch
clock
trans
them.
people.
So I came in here, right? You looking at this? You looking at this?
I'm looking at that. What?
What's this? Is this maybe a
What the fuck?
store?
What's that?
Is this maybe a store? Am I in a store?
going
No,
on over
I'm
here?
on an
Could be a
invisible
store.
platform above a roodling.
Kill it.
I can't.
Magic.
I have killed it. Look at that. I can kill it like that. But that's all I can do. There's no way. Like I've
And
run.
You can't run further?
No, because there's a chest in the same similar sort of thing. Have you found that chest?
I don't. What do
There's
you
a chest that is also like there's an invisible floor, and you have to navigate an invisible floor to get to the chest. And all that's in it is money, unfortunately. But I thought it was going to be like that, where you've got to solve an invisible floor puzzle, but there wasn't one to solve. And so I'm thinking now maybe there's a jump, and I've got to jump to the next platform. That's what I'm thinking.
Could be. If there was a jump, which I'm not saying there is, because there isn't.
Yeah, and I actually know that there isn't, and I'm just even fucking around to...
Wow.
Yeah. I've got a couple more words. Clear the air. I was wrong about and the. It's switched. And part of the problem is that I kept reading them as each other.
For a second, I thought you were going to talk about the phrase "clear the air."
No, I don't have clear the air translated. But I kept mixing them up in my head, even though I do have them written down backwards in my book here. But yeah, it does. I do stand by that. To ring a bell, strike a bell is a stupid way to say strike the bell. And so I've changed my mind. The is the two arrows, and is just the carrot with the line.
Carrot with the line. Okay, that's I was suspecting the carrot with the line might be something like that.
I've translated the word R. That was an important one. I actually already had this one like 90% sure. It's the word so it's carrot with a line and then an inverted carrot underneath. Not quite a V, but an inverted carrot. And I yeah, so I keep being like, I'm finding more and more evidence that the characters are sounds. Well, I don't know that they're necessarily English letters, like transcribed into different shaped lines. Like we just took English and turned it into different shapes.
Yeah.
But definitely
somebody in the chat spoiled and was like, I heard it's phonetic, and I didn't like read that at the time because I was so mad at them.
I read it and didn't say, but who knows? This person that didn't play the game heard something about the thing. I don't know. And then also it's phonetic. What does that mean? Like it's phonetic. Of course it's phonetic. I never didn't think it was phonetic, but how is it phonetic?
Well, I thought it was maybe not phonetic for a little while, but yeah, like
phonetic alphabets can have letters for like ch and sh and like a bunch of stuff.
It can't be a one-to-one cipher for like the letters like in Fez, because the is only two symbols or maybe just one.
Right, and I think I have the word way, which is 3/4 of a diamond and then a line underneath. So it's like the top right line of a diamond is the line, that line is missing, but otherwise it's like a diamond with a line underneath. I'm pretty sure that's the word way. And
sorry.
But let's see, any other important words that I think I have. There's a sentence that I think I translated. They give you defense and peril, but I think I found the sentence on page 20. Raises defense when you are in peril, which means that I have. That's how I got in also. So I have all these words, and none of them have helped me translate anything. And I've got all this new evidence that there's like a syllabic or like phonetic thing happening, but I still have not been able to apply that in any way to translate a single word outside of just using it in like finding it repeating context and inferring the meaning from that. I haven't been able to like spell one of these words and to translate something from spelling it from parts, which is annoying.
We should definitely try to do some of that later, because I also haven't had much luck with trying to figure out what syllables, what sounds go with what symbols, which is weird because it seems like it should be easy, right?
It seems like it should be easy.
We have so let's just, I guess we could look for thus.
Yeah,
anyways,
so
I like I think the perfect opportunity to poke around at the language will come after we beat those two bosses, so I think we should do that first.
Okay. So that's what I was going to do. I was actually about to go to the librarian. How are your stats? You finding a bunch of stats stuff?
Let me see what stats you got.
554 523.
That looks pretty similar to what I've got going on.
How about your potions? I feel like I have a lot of potions right now.
Yeah, I think I have the same number.
Okay. And what about coasters?
I only have 2 coasters.
Ooh.
2 coaster slots.
2 coaster slots.
Where are you finding these coins? I couldn't believe it. I still only found like 2 more coins since last time.
Wow, brutal.
Okay. Go to that warp spot.
I meant to go here and then it sort of got turned around.
Yeah. When I discovered the librarian, I fought it once and got totally pwned.
By the way,
the kids say. All the kids are saying this nowadays.
The thing I'm obsessed with real quick right now is figuring out what the fuck this place is called. Because it's called the... What was it?
The something.
The words are really short. The something something. And I'm pretty sure that third character on the top is a T. And it's short. It's so... If it's a T or a T sound, I don't know, but
I think it's in the manual. I think it has.
It is in the manual.
Some different name in the manual.
Yeah, it's in the manual. There's something.
No, go back. You were on the page.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this has a different page, or has a different word, but if you just go to the...
It doesn't say the, though. It says the something.
Yeah, but if you go... Here we go. It says that. It says the this, that. I do have the word for... Oh, when. That's a good one that I have. And that's come up a couple times. But yeah, I tweeted this out, but I keep having, there's these really useful paragraphs, I imagine, that I can read, when you, and then, can, and then, are, and then everything useful, all the useful words are not in it.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Except in vulnerability.
Right, but that they give you that one.
I was thinking more about this, talking about how it's kind of like
it's
you're playing a game in another language you don't understand. Maybe it's more like you're a kid who can't read yet, and so you can only read certain words.
Yeah. I will say that there is some fun definitely in translating the language or trying to, but the thing that is actually impressive about the game is that they've communicated so much stuff within a language that is not readable. The manual gives you all of the information you need to actually play the game with just pictures and a couple words.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was using...
How old were you before you could read? 5?
5, yeah. At 4 or 5, I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I think I was 4, and I asked my mom to get me hooked on phonics. So yeah, I was 4.
6. I guess I learned to read in the year when I was in 1st grade, which I think is when I went from 5 to 6. No, it's when you go from 6 to 7. So I guess I was 6.
Damn.
Brent says, okay. Okay, don't answer. I didn't want to know that badly.
These are new?
No, they're not.
I didn't get any rudlings in mine.
Luckily, they're easier to kill now because you're a little bit stronger, I think.
Yeah, that seems true.
Can I give you a recommendation?
Sure.
When he does his big crash down into the middle of the stage, walk right next to him and just fucking shoot him in the face. Or her. Or shoot her in the face.
Yeah, I don't want to trope the librarian, but I've been saying her for the librarian.
He's not even gonna try the gun.
I'm out. I'm out of time. I can't just do that.
Hey man, you can do anything you set your mind to. Do you never swap items mid fight?
No.
Oh well, I mean that's what separates the normal amongst us from the true gamer gods, such as myself.
Whoop, whoop.
What the hell is that?
Shit. No! Oh! What? What?
Huh? Excuse?
That I feel like I cheated in reverse. I did a reverse cheat.
You should go back to the warp spot, but this time
Save at
rest at the point, the checkpoint.
No.
Okay. Sometimes a good walk can clear your head.
I was doing fine,
Like,
I thought.
It can clear your head of stupid ideas like not using the gun.
I'll use the gun.
No, I don't want you to use the gun.
Maybe you get the bad ending if you use the gun.
Dude, I think this whole game is the bad ending.
Do you feel, knowing what we know now, that we were wrong about the god being bad? Because it at least seems like
should
there's...
I really answer this? I mean, I know more than you.
Knowing what I know now...
Knowing what you know now,
Yeah.
when I was in your shoes...
What about, okay, when you saw the stuff under the quarry, did you go, oh, maybe these people are the bad ones?
I was already... I've been going nonstop about how I don't trust this god, and I think they're...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you reconsider that when you saw what was happening underneath the quarry?
Of course not.
No? I feel
Why
like...
would I? What are you talking about?
It seems to me like the people who are in the quarry are trapping different realities versions of this god and using them for batteries like the
Different
Matrix.
realities versions?
Yeah, that's what it seems.
Consider this. See, my take on it is it's they're just taking Fox people and corrupting them with.
Oh, I thought that each one of those was like a divine battery.
That's a wild idea that I am not prepared to rule out.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? I mean, maybe it's not like a bunch of different realities version of the same god, but maybe it's just like, I don't know, maybe you take an atomic picture and it casts a divine shadow and you harvest the shadow.
I just got another bad idea about what those things could be.
Oh yeah?
I mean, there's been a lot of Fox heroes, right?
There has.
Perhaps even
too many.
Uncountable numbers. And what becomes of these heroes?
I don't know. They're lost.
We should try to show off that bit since we're talking about it.
Yeah, there is a sense, though, that it is like one of the coolest things that happens in the game, and part of me wants to show it because of that, and part of me wants to not show it because of that.
Well, like, on my stream last night, I was fine not showing it since I was past it already, and because, I was like, well, it's really cool, so we can leave it. But since now we're just talking about it.
I'll tell you why I don't use the gun.
Batman logic?
Yeah, Batman logic. No, it uses up charges on my tongue, my magic orb.
Yeah. But I mean, you do have you can cure that. That's fixable. Do you have the inverted ash?
I do have it, yeah.
It's mildly useful.
I gotta say, the gun's good. The gun works here.
Yeah, the gun works.
Yeah.
It seems to follow like shotgun rules. Like the more the more of the spread that gets hit, that hits the enemy.
Yeah. What was that?
That's what I said last time. Heal. Oh, I'm sorry. It was all my fault.
Yeah, you really fucked me. You totally fucked me. I'm stuck with no stamina because I healed him.
How did this happen? Sorry for anyone who missed it. This is a thing that's been. Oh, there we go.
Second try, middle try didn't count because I got thrown out of the map. Second try.
We'll call it 2.5.
It's two. Danger, danger, danger. Take token. Okay.
Keith, I told Keith to heal, but he accidentally pushed the left bumper instead of the right bumper and opened the item menu instead, and then I think panicked and got owned.
Not all the way owned because I did win. But the other thing that's happened is while I was, I mean, it really only stumped me for like a quarter of a second opening the wrong menu. But what really happened was I got, am I going the wrong way? Was I supposed to go back down? Let me just make sure that there's no, like, can I loot the body? Is there another thing up here?
Wait.
Like, let me at that sword, right? Like.
Oh, the sword, the libraries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, it's a very big sword for such a small little fox.
My strength is 5. I'll deal.
Okay, fair. Robodendron in the chat says, "I love how in video games maybe the good guys are the bad guys."
Yeah, but actually we were saying maybe the good guys are the bad guys since minute 1 of this game, and I think that the twist is that the bad guys are the bad guys.
Maybe.
Okay, so I did.
Yeah, I mean it's it's still unclear for me where I am.
Oh, I also didn't do I guess I don't need to do it now. That would be silly. You guess you don't need to do what now?
I don't remember.
Well, Robodendron, the thing that I was saying was that the fox god who we're doing this quest for, to Kylie, seems evil because it's a video game and that's just how video games go. I think is most of the logic.
Excuse me. I think more like.
I mean, there's definitely stuff.
I think it was more just like.
Why are there so many heroes?
Like the total absence of any first of all, no claims at all because we don't communicate with this thing, so we have no idea what it wants.
Right.
We're just letting it out of its prison for some reason. It just seems like a setup.
Sure. And I totally see why working really hard to let something out of its prison would be a setup.
Right.
Because it's like, well, you let it out and then you've got a god on your side, right? So that seems like almost like it'd be too much of a good thing. Maybe the answer is that there's no good guys, because I'll tell you this, the bad guys also seem like bad guys.
What bad guys are you talking about?
The ones in the quarry, the rabbits.
Scavengers. They're just trying to make a buck. I mean, I don't like them, but I'm not sure they have any like greater.
They're mining poison from the earth and building like.
Oh, well, this is the thing. They're scavengers. They're not doing this. They're scavenging someone else's thing. We don't know who's doing that.
That's 2.
Do
I get now? Does something happen from this, or is it just like you get another one?
What do you mean?
Like, should the thing that I do now just be go to boss 3?
No, actually, the game ends when you get 2 of the 3 keys. So
well, I mean, is there like a cutscene somewhere?
Yeah, there was a cutscene somewhere else. You didn't.
Well, last time, not a cutscene, but you know what I mean. Last time when I came here and I did this, I came here for the first time. No, I didn't. I did that after the garden night.
Yeah, I don't think anything.
Nothing happens. There's no key 2 specific event.
No. I mean, is there a key 3 specific event?
It seems like yes. Seems like yeah.
I don't know what Rocky Bottom 123 means by this, but they said a little while ago, I hope Keith and Kylie make a good recovery. Bye.
I think it was me from COVID, thinking maybe we both got COVID, but it was just me. Kill the friends.
And, I think Keith is getting better from COVID, but he will never recover fully.
Right. I'll always have the brain damage that COVID causes.
Right. Well, I'm not even saying recover from COVID, but just in general, you are
I'll
in
never
need
be
of
good.
some sort of recovery, and I don't think you'll ever attain it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So beating that boss didn't help me learn about the water room that I texted you, and it didn't help me get a jump. So that was a major bummer.
Hey, third time's the charm.
Hey, you
huh?
know what this game is like? I am convinced it has, but haven't been able to find a single one of.
What?
Destructible walls.
I have found some.
What do they look like?
They don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's nothing that shows you that a wall is destructible? There's no tell?
I think I found 2. One was a total chance accident. I threw a bomb and it opened a little door with like an MP healing item or something, and it like totally nothing interesting. I think I seem to remember the other one. There was maybe a little bit more of a clue, but not sure. Brendan says, damn Kylie, and this is how on one I am right now. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Saying that I need to recover from something. It was 1 second ago. And I know that you said that it's evidence to how on one you are, but it may be evidence to the severe off one you are. Because it just happened 1 second ago.
Yeah. Brendan has to leave. They have to go watch the second half of a movie they don't like. That's weird. But hey, you know, however you choose to spend your time.
Was it this? Let's see. Where was it?
I want to be clear. I'm not saying Keith won't recover from COVID. He will recover from COVID, but he won't recover generally, like from everything that has poisoned him throughout his life. It's going to take him down eventually.
Hey, you know what? You've got that fucking mask. Why don't you go through the miasma again? I don't want to do that. That's hard. So I've
Why
just
don't you go get the mask, you baby.
I don't know
Wait
where
a
it
second,
is.
It's not in the miasma, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
These dead
Anyways,
guys.
here's 1,000,000 power batteries.
Yeah, so those are all those batteries that we've been kerplunking down, and they're all full of the skeletonized goo body essence of what I think is some divine essence of the fox god. Oh, it is one of these things, or a sort of alternate universe version of the fox. For as many heroes as there are fox
it's the
gods.
boss of the scavengers.
The scav boss.
This guy was a little tougher than the librarian for me. Bombs work really well against this guy. It just makes you want to do that. Well, okay. Maybe they work over.
Throw bombs further, idiot. Oh.
Another reason I suspect that this place does not belong to the scavengers is because it kind of seems like you ran up on this guy just as he was trying to take you.
Yeah, it did. Ah, fuck. Shit. Oh, I did pretty good.
Yep.
But I had a ton of extra bombs, is the
Then you
problem.
went off the edge. Oh, God. Look what you've done.
It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Not that fine.
I have 6 of these, though.
Nice. Do you have any permanent ones?
No, I actually wasn't sure if you could get them, so I didn't waste any money on them.
I assumed that you could, and I tossed, like, I feel like a ton of, well, not a ton, but certainly a number of fire bombs. I still don't have any permanent ones, but I feel like I used the ice bombs even less, and I did get a permanent one of those.
So. I forgot about the ice bombs. Well, it's fine, because I can use louder echo to hurt this guy now.
Rest. Thank you.
The
Here's a
truth of the
what is this thing?
Yeah,
what is this thing?
Is this what the fox statues really are? I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
The fox statues. Oh, I see. I didn't figure out how to get it to happen consistently, but there's definitely ways to get him kind of like a little bit confused in a corner where he'll like hop to the right and then hop to the left. Ooh, nice! Firebomb. I love the little time slowdown right as you pull the trigger. It's so good.
Fuck.
Oh no! Woo!
Ah. Thank God.
Thank God for what?
He blocked himself.
Woo! Oh, you're out of stamina. Get out of there.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Oh no. Oh!
Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Yeah, I had one of those with this guy.
Oh, that was close. See, because now I can't go back.
How many? Do you have any MP healing items?
These?
Dude! You have 14!
Oh, yeah, I have 14.
That's like 25 shotgun blasts.
So you're saying I should use all these to kill
Yes!
the guy?
Yeah!
Are you sure?
you notice that your I think your ghost gets recovered if it gets damaged?
No, it does damage.
Does damage?
Yeah, it always does damage. I have louder echo, which makes it do 4 times more damage, though.
What?
Yep.
Fucking goddamn it. Didn't know what louder echo meant.
Fuck.
Oh my god, was that the first time he kicked?
He's kicked me a couple times.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, he was kicking me all the time.
What was that?
I remember that happening during my fight also. So I really
Just an extra loud gunfire thing?
maybe it was the gunfire hitting the pillars behind the arena. Ooh. Wow, that took you so many more fruits than I thought. No. Ah! Bullshit. Total bullshit. Oops, stabbing. Sword tactic.
Oh!
Yeep. He's sad now.
Sorry.
Permanently.
Does he speak English?
Does he do anything?
It'd be very funny if he started speaking English.
No, he's just sad.
He just gives up. Danger, danger, danger. Take key. Danger, danger.
You know, I think you're assuming a lot to just be, assuming that skulls mean danger to these people. Maybe they think of it as a sign of good luck.
You're right. Wow, he just gives up, huh? Wow.
Yeah,
Defeated.
He's just done with life. It's like, see ya.
Okay, bye. I'm a fox.
I don't know what the deal is because it's not like you didn't murder 100 of his friends.
But none of them gave up.
Well, I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, it can't be that the game just doesn't want the fox to murder this guy because you were murdering all his friends.
Yeah, but none of them gave up. He kneeled.
But why?
To the something something. Something to the something something. Why did he give up? Because he knows when he's been beat. Because of honor.
Why didn't the other ones give up?
Because if they gave up, he would fire them.
Oh, yeah. Must be nice.
Right to lock on. It's so nice I get to murder these guys every time. I come back here, they're here, I get to kill them again. That's what I do.
That's a little weird.
What do you mean?
I think it's sick that you look forward to murder.
I look forward to it.
You just said.
I've got to do it because they attack me, but what, so I'm not supposed to relish it and revel in it?
What? I'm not supposed to be aroused by this?
Hey, look what I did.
Look what you did. And now get ready for your reward.
It's worse than it looked before.
I think it's the same.
No, it was green and black and full of gas.
It was like that before.
Hmm.
Well, here we are. 3 keys. 1, 2, 3.
What
3
now?
Keys. There they are.
1, 2, 3, 3 keys. There they are.
It's almost as good as the Zoolander line. Almost.
Almost. Nothing happened, Kylie.
Well, the thing in the center went away.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, game over, I guess. I guess I'm gonna warp to where it goes, right? I'm gonna warp to the place.
Yep. Yeah, I guess warp to the place.
I mean, you rescue a god, they're gonna say thank you, right?
Surely. And undoubtedly,
And I'm probably not gonna have to go right here.
it's I'd have to imagine that their reward would be, quite something.
Sure seems empty.
Oops. Where'd they go?
I don't know.
They didn't even take their gifts.
Ooh, what if I before
Oh.
No?
Try the Konami code.
I forget what it is. What is it? Up, down, down, left, right, left.
Right.
Yeah. And then what?
That's the next part is the tricky part.
Yeah.
BA start.
No. Oh, I fired a gun though.
How'd you do that?
I hit B, A, and then start before the animation triggered, but it locked it in, so I unpaused it.
I was thinking that you had to pull the trigger to shoot it because it was a gun. I was like, how'd you pull the trigger doing the Konami code?
Found her.
Hey,
I was right.
What are they doing here?
You did such a good job. I'm normal and good. Hey, what? The heir. Am I the heir to the heir? Hey, all my stuff is bad.
Their stuff's bad. You're Ghost. You're doing better than I did.
Really? I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes. You did worse than that?
Considerably.
She looks sad, though.
Looks sad. What's that about? What's the dealio?
I don't know, but this is new. Oh, is this a nightmare town now?
Depends on what a nightmare is to you, I suppose.
I'm a ghost all the time, and it's full of echoes of self that are evil.
No.
It's not full of echoes of self that are evil?
Only one of those things is true.
It's full of echoes of self?
No, the you're a ghost now thing.
Oh, it's full of people.
That's
Are
something,
you
okay?
something? Are you something?
Okay.
Okay. Something.
Are
I
you
think
good?
I think that this is a guess. I'm pretty sure that is your, like YOUR. I don't know what the next one is though. So I got something your something. Mail? Empty or something. Well, I wonder if something's in the old man's house. because there's people here.
Well,
So this whole time, this has been a town full of ghosts. I just couldn't see them. Ooh,
yeah.
who's that? Is that a little kid playing hide and go seek?
I don't think so. I think you're the kid.
I don't know any of these words. Something, 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 something.
Nailed it.
Are you something to the swamp? Are you
Going to the swamp?
going? Writing that
Going to the
down. Writing going down.
What
Headed is the only other thing it could be, right?
are you looking for the
Are you
swamp?
looking? No, it's on 4. It's 2. The box with the U underneath is 2. That was the first word I translated. Okay. So we've got a house. And then an arrow down. Line. We've got the U with a play button. And then a reverse
You really
play
should have rigged up
button.
a webcam for this.
It's to watch me writing.
That would have been so rad.
Oh, like with the camera aimed at my notebook.
Yes. No, at your back.
Well, I thought at my face looking down. I was like, what? Maybe that word is brave. You're brave. I'm actually gonna write that.
You're foolish.
You're something. Well, it does say in the manual, it specifically says like even if you're brave, you shouldn't go here. And so maybe I'm like, they've already associated with the word brave with swamp to me.
Or it says dead.
That would be a really rude thing for this little fox kid to say. Equals brave. What? You gotta be freaking kidding me. And I can still pray and turn things on?
But think of what you're doing.
Oh, you're saying maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I noticed now when we already knew that those things sounded horrific when you power them up.
Yeah.
But if you listen, you can actually hear a scream in the background.
Oh, yeah. Still can't jump.
White ghosts can't jump. And they're blue.
The
A
cathedral?
ghost.
Something, the cathedral?
You need to be a ghost.
Are something, a ghost. You are something, a ghost. You are really now a ghost.
It can't be something because they're two different characters, so it wouldn't make sense for it to be something 2 times.
Something, anything.
Wow.
You are something, anything, a ghost. I want to go to Old Man House.
Weren't you just there?
No.
Oh, you mean Old House. You're just assuming that a man is involved. It's Old House.
You're right, it is Old House. Why did I think it was Old Man House? Maybe because that's funny. I also want to see
Oh.
what's up here.
The
Something
bridges.
bad.
Something bad.
Something are something in something.
Something bad. Hey, didn't that used to be your screen name that you used on everything?
No. Close. Were these pillars always blown up?
I don't know.
See that carrot underneath that's sort of
Yeah.
pointed? I think that has 4 orientations and is a different sound or syllable depending on its orientation. And when it's pointed up and in, I believe it is
I can't believe you're seeing fourth key and you're just talking about the language.
Well, it's just there's 3 in a row
Oh.
of the same word, and so that I saw that. I genuinely didn't see the 4th key thing because I was reading left to right. A 4th key?
This is my guess. I bet that person is just saying like, "Oh, why didn't we make a fourth key? We knew we needed a fourth key."
Yeah, you just like saying fuck, fuck, fuck.
Should we have made a fourth key?
Siege engine?
That was the boss that you killed to get the red thing.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Sorry, I for real didn't know.
Oh, no.
Is a fool. Is, right? It's got to be is. Is a fool. Or that's, again,
Was?
a hero.
No. A hero.
A hero. A hero is a fool.
It could be
So
not, like, you know, we need a hero, not a fool.
Not a, yeah. Well, it's one word.
Yeah.
One word, a hero. One word, a fool.
One word, a hero. One word, a fool. Windmill.
Yeah, I'll go to the windmill. Very curious what that thing is.
Oh, no, I was just saying I was seeing a windmill because you tabbed out and it went back to the first frame, which is the windmill.
Oh, okay. Just running all over town. Did you do this? Did you run all over town talking to all the fox ghosts?
Yeah, kind of. I did sort of beeline it for the swamp.
The swamp. Did you already know where the swamp was?
Yes.
I know where the swamp is. Brag.
Yeah.
But I found out really late, and then again, it's one of those things where I feel
Why
like I
don't
could have
you,
gotten there at any time.
Hey, if
Is
you
this
really
not-
know, the original way to get into the swamp before you're a ghost, why don't you show us? Prove it.
Oh, did you not know?
No, I know, but I want you to prove that you know.
Oh,
I don't
because the bridge was out, and so you die and the bridge is in.
What?
You die and the bridge is magically fixed with ghost magic
Oh, to the power thing, yeah.
to the swamp. Is that not how you got into the swamp?
What do you mean? Well, not before I was a ghost.
Yeah, that's how I got in before I was a ghost. I'll show you.
Doing what? You didn't say yet.
I went, nope, wrong one. Sorry.
Next one.
Next one. Showing everyone how to get into the swamp before you're supposed to.
Please enlighten us. Show us.
See that? Oh, you can't see it.
What? I don't see anything.
Okay, here. So, when you're down here...
I think it's full of it.
No, I'm not.
Just like I thought.
No, this is how I did
Another
it.
poser.
How? It's how you go. You come up here,
There's
and then you come up
obviously no way
here,
for
and then you
to-
come up here.
What are you talking about? Have you been cheating?
No, you just have to be on the beach. See?
No, it's just that the bridge isn't there in the ghost world.
Right. But this is how I did it. I came in like this.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Okay.
goofing. Yeah, there's a hidden bridge behind the thing that you can see if you move the camera, but it's not there in the ghost world.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I was like, I swear it's there. Hey, how do I get into these? Why do I still not know about this?
Because you're an idiot.
Did you get these already?
Stupid dummy. I don't know, maybe.
Come on.
Yeah, I opened them.
Before you were a ghost?
No.
Good.
I came close though. Once I learned how to do it, I was like, ooh, I was on the right track.
Oh, there was a track? Fuck.
Wait.
I never went to Old Man House.
Fuck.
And I want to go to the windmill.
You actually might not be able to right now.
This is my least favorite part of the game. It's like really annoying to get from here to that side. It's just like slightly too much to do. There's a bridge, but it's gone right now.
Point?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Ghost World is a world without bridges.
Why don't they have bridges in Ghost World? How come sometimes there's extra bridges and sometimes there's fewer bridges? I just don't understand.
Ghost World is truly
sus.
Truly Steve Buscemi's greatest role.
Oh, I can get to the Old Man House from here.
Nothing for Ghost World. You see it?
No.
I don't really remember much about it.
No! Another bridge.
Oof.
Another bridge that there isn't.
Big oof.
That's a big oof.
Big oof.
This is why they imprison the fox god, because whenever she's free, she destroys all the bridges. Ghosts don't get bridges. Ah ha ha ha.
All right, go to the swamp. Stop teasing us.
Yeah, you really can't get to Old Man House. Wow, that's fucked. How do I get there now?
Hey, Keith, how do you get that chest?
I don't know. Ghost float. I said I guessed float already.
I figured it out.
Is it ghost float?
No.
That one here? There's a door there, but I don't know where from. It's not over here. I already tried. Like that.
What if there were a way to make a door where there is none?
With a bomb?
A bomb?
A bomb? But where? That didn't work.
Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. I didn't say throw a bomb away.
You kind of did. Where am I? Okay. It's on the map. It's literally on the map.
Yeah.
They show you on the map.
That's the one where I was like, I feel like there was a hint, and that was the hint.
Was it like right there?
They even have a knockoff Zelda noise.
They do. Oh, nice. 2 peppers.
Yeah,
Snooze.
sick. Yeah. Now, if that chest had the item that lets you jump, I never would have told you about blowing up the wall.
Good.
Get fucked.
And then what is this?
What is that? What is that?
I don't know, but I pray at it all the time, just in case I prayed wrong
Yeah.
the previous time. What?
Oops.
What? God, ghost version of this town is so annoying.
Yeah, they kind of it's
Made it annoying.
like, yeah, well, you know, it's harder to traverse the world now. So I guess this part of the game is what the next Lander guys were talking about when they said that they felt the game peaked at the mid game, and then when they got to the end game, they were like, "Oh, I just want this to be over with." Which I disagree. I was happy that there's more of it because I like this game so much.
Yeah, this is. I'm very like, what is going on here about all this? You're right. There is a lot more to translate. A big fight.
a big fight. And especially I feel like all these things are easier to translate than like blocks of text in a manual because like everything they're saying has to use like articles and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like you are is,
The words I know in this language already. Okay. Swamp. Fox is there. Gotta go to the fox. Embarrassing that I still have to pray to this damn fox.
Well, we don't know.
I
I
don't know.
never I mean, I didn't interpret the statues as being the god, but I see now why
Why you
someone
were
might do
wrong?
that. Yeah. Okay, good luck. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, bye.
Well, I just feel like you should do this part without my help.
Why? I mean, I can do it without your help, without you leaving. Oh, hey.
You just want me to watch and not say anything?
You know, you react. You just don't have to explain.
I don't. This is confusing. I'm just gonna go.
We've been doing it for a really long time.
I don't get it.
If you leave, I'm taking a tea break.
Tell me when you eat the. What?
If you
A tea
leave, I'm
break?
taking a tea break. I'm gonna make some tea.
I mean, I'm basically doing that. I'm like going to the bathroom.
Okay. Damn, all my stats are bad. I'll say that I do not like that my stats are bad. They made me too strong and now they have to weaken me. I don't like it. Ooh, but I got the dagger on a sheath or whatever it's called. Pendant dagger or something, I don't know. It's the fox. It's this. And it's the same. Why is this fox the same? I'm just going to leave it here on a brag for when Kylie gets back. And I am gonna make some tea. And I'm gonna put create new. There we go. All right, having a tea break, getting it ready. Oh, it's gone. Maybe I should go real quick to the well that I saw over here. Ah, fuck, you're back.
We have it recorded.
What do we have recorded?
Well, if you were worried about missing text that you wanted to translate, we have it recorded.
No, I was worried. I bought another coin from the store, and I was on the page where I got the coin from from the skeleton fox, who's the same, no change there. Didn't get skin when I turned dead or anything.
Yeah, I heard you I heard you going, why is this fox the same? I had no clue what you meant.
Anyway, I bought another coin, and so I just wanted to leave it on the page where I had bought the coin as sort of a brag that I got another coin.
Yeah,
I'm 1 coin away from 4.
I saw it.
Yeah. But I'm taking a tea break, so. It's not that long of a kind of break. I'm just going to get the tea off of the whatever it's called. Cake.
Describe it.
Describe the tea?
No, the whatever it's called.
Cake.
Wow. That the band that did The Distance?
Yeah.
Okay.
The band that did Shadow Stabbing, yeah. They are also a beverage. Is this a lot of tea? Yeah, I think it is, but that's good. That's fine. This is like a 2017 pour tea. All right, kettle's boiling. Tea is broken off of the cake.
Now, I'm sorry to be a Monday morning quarterback on this one, but you make tea during streams a lot. Why would you not start the kettle before anything else?
I just hadn't poured the water in it, so it was empty. So I poured the water in and then started it. And then I took the tea out of the thing, and so just waiting here for when I do have boiled water.
I see.
Like, yeah, the water has to boil before I can drink the tea.
Oh, kill those things!
Yeah, they're strong now that I'm weak.
This is me reacting to what I see.
Ooh, look at that gold one. What's that?
What the fuck is that red skull?
To me, it's gold.
Oh, that makes sense. I see them as reddish, orangish.
They are a little orangish, but I think they're meant to be gold.
On the map, it says skull times 4. I don't know what it is about these 4 skulls that we care so much about.
Where I am, it says that? Is that? No, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, no, you're right there.
No, I'm not there yet.
Well, I just mean you're right next to the thing that says 4 skulls.
I sort of assumed that what it was trying to say was like, be careful, there's something that is quadruply deadly here.
I thought since it for a while it said because only ghosts can get into the graveyard. I thought maybe you're gonna have to like die in the graveyard 4 times, and that's what skull times 4 meant.
That would be really funny. Luckily, we did not have to do anything to make us dead.
But I don't think you need to be in this area since I left and didn't come back yet.
Well, we'll just see.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know. Oh, that's an echo of self.
That's bad, huh?
You should shoot it. Nice. Yeah, so when you're running through the graveyard, you'll see little exclamation marks pop up out of nowhere, and that means that there's an echo of self, and you should attack it as quickly as you can while you can see where it is because of the exclamation mark, because if you don't, then they're really hard to find because they're invisible.
And they do a lot of damage.
And they do a lot of damage.
I was saying that I don't particularly...
But the
like that.
The red zoomies they do, that's them flying past you, so that at least will show you where they are, but they move so quickly.
Yeah, they attack me a lot.
They're one of those enemies that can move out of range of everything of yours except for the grappling hook, and so you have to grapple them to pull them towards you, but you can't grapple what you can't see.
Right, you can't lock onto them. So I'm agreeing that I'm gonna leave.
I am happy, but I Because of my honor, I must tell you that you're heading to where all the echoes of self are.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, lost echoes. You are the echo of self.
right. They're echoes without self.
Maybe they're lost echoes of self. Oh, sorry. If you attack them once, they will become visible. So you can totally just swing at them.
Okay.
Listen for the scream. Not that one.
The gun was working for me, but that was fine.
It works. All right, go light that thing up.
Should I
Everyone-
not though?
Oh. Everyone listen for the scream. No, you have to.
I literally have to play the game? Okay.
Yeah, because it provides power to the cathedral or something. Everyone listen for the scream.
Okay.
I didn't hear it.
I also didn't really hear it, I think. Hey, come on. It's on my way.
I don't know. Oh, okay. That gold bit was just there. I thought in my game it like got there by some.
What is this beam here?
That's a ghost bridge.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Take out your grappling hook.
Smart.
That's what I'm here for.
You just want me to grapple that bird, right?
I mean, definitely you should have a grappling hook for that too. Yeah. Oh. What an asshole. Ooh.
I tried to dodge towards it.
Grapple.
I tried to dodge towards it, but you can't dodge in the water.
We want you to heal. Yeah, the water really slows you down. And earlier Keith tried before he was a ghost. He tried standing in the water for 60 seconds to see if it would do anything to that page that said something about water in 60 seconds.
This page here that says shh, and then there's a star that's like, yeah, definitely this is good.
Yeah, it's funny. It is, it stretches like suspension of disbelief, the idea that like somebody like noted up their manual, but like only with the most sparse cryptic clues possible.
Right, it's for like, this is for me if I replay this game in 10 years and want to like have kind of a cheat guide. But yeah, I haven't. I don't know almost anything of what any of this says. So all I know really is like 60 seconds and
60 seconds.
But my theory is that we just don't have the page that this need. Like, I don't have a page that looks like that. You know?
True. I'm my guess is it's the back page. But this is the back page so far for us.
Oh, you don't have a page further?
You don't have a page further.
I'm saying you don't have a page further than me?
I don't think so. I don't remember though.
Great.
I definitely got a bunch of new manual pages, but I don't think any of them were further than this one.
Yeah, there's definitely spots, like I'm missing all of the 30s, and then I'm missing like some crucial like early 20s pages. Whoop.
BRB.
That's fine, I'm making tea. Hey, it doesn't still say tea break. No, it doesn't. Okay, I very smartly had already fixed that. And then let's go to a page that is not. Hey, Chad, how's it going? I hope the tea will make my voice better because I'm losing my voice. Because I lose my voice now every day because of my COVID. Every day I lose my voice. Yep, that's poor, all right. You know what's crazy? This is my off-topic chat. Oh, okay. Um, I had to order a couple things from Amazon like 2 weeks ago, and I had to order a couple things today also. And I don't know when this started happening, but now everything that I order on Amazon is like arriving same day or next day, and it's all being delivered by like Amazon drivers instead of the USPS, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It seems really bad. Big Egg says, do you have any tea recommendations? I'm suffering from post-COVID symptoms as well. Honestly, my recommendation is to drink almost anything that tastes okay to you. Don't try to like find a delicious tea when you're drinking for practical reasons. I happen to just have a bunch of tea. I have like 10 or 15. I have like 15 kilograms of tea. And so I've already got like my tea recommendations obviously in my cabinet. And then I guess it depends on what kind of tea you think you like. If you like black teas, I would try darker oolong teas instead. If you like green tea, I would try lighter oolong teas or nicer green teas. The problem is that it's really hard to like know what exactly any person means by nicer when they talk about tea. I don't particularly like flavored teas. Scented teas can be really well done, but I just don't prefer them generally. So I try to find a couple places to buy tea from that each do something I'm looking for well. The classic recommendation for someone who's like looking to buy some nice tea at a good price is to go to yunansourcing.com. YUNNANSOURCING, sourcing, whatever sourcing is. Yunnan is YUNNAN. Yunansourcing.com. It is an overwhelming and poorly designed site in terms of quantity of teas. And despite being recommended to beginners all the time because of their like high value, like really good quality to price ratio typically, I actually think it's a really difficult site for beginners to navigate. And so you can find some incredible teas at incredible prices from Yunnan Sourcing. But I think it's worth actually going somewhere that's a little easier to shop from. That might also be a little bit more expensive. So, my like tentative recommendations, and I don't really love to give specific places that often in public. Or I'm gonna edit.
Look, get mobbed. Your influence is too great.
No, it's just a principle thing. I recommend teas to people all the time in DMs. I give people links to specific tea in DMs. But we'll just edit this out because it's a big long break that we're taking. Will you have to go to the bathroom again?
No, I took a sip of wine.
Took a sip of wine.
What?
You took one sip of wine. You
Oh,
went where you have to go next door.
Oh no, I thought you were asking why I had just made like a. Ugh. I
Oh.
went like I made like a sharp exhalation, and it's because this wine is old and not that good, and it wasn't that good to begin with.
Tea-masters.com. They do Taiwanese teas. They have a lot of really excellent tea, oolongs mostly.
Kung Fu tea. They've got popping bobas.
No, you don't want you don't want those. I mean, maybe you want those. You can have those.
Them.
But if what you're looking for is like nice tea to drink to soothe your throat, or not to, or to just to taste it, that's different. That's iced and it's juice.
I'm getting bored.
Let me have one. I was waiting for you for like 8 minutes. And then so he specializes in pu'er tea, but the white 2 tea guy, WHITE 2 TEA.com, specializes in pu'er tea, which feel free to explore with pu'er tea. It is, I think, unfairly put in a niche for like this is an advanced tea, but I don't think there's anything that special about pu'er tea. People in China grow up drinking pu'er tea like it's any normal kind of tea, which it is. It's just we just don't sell it here.
I feel like every time you've given me one of those teas, I haven't liked it.
No, it's not true because you liked the lumber slut, which is a pu'er. Remember?
I did love the lumber slut. That
it was from White 2 Tea. But anyway, he's known for his pu'ers, the guy that runs that site. But he does a really limited selection of a bunch of other kinds of teas, and the reason it's limited is because they're just like very rigorously sourced. It's just like stuff that he thinks is really good at a price that it is also good at. So I would check there, not for his pu'ers, but for the other stuff.
I'm this fox sitting on the steps right now. That's me.
Again, I was waiting 8 minutes for you to go next door to grab bad wine. Let me just pour out this one thing.
Hey, that's not fair.
Big Egg says, I like dark tea. Then I think you should try some Wu Yi Oolongs, also called Yancha, also called rock tea.
Yancha?
Yancha.
Oh. That would have been great, though.
Yeah.
Are we sure that that's not where Yamcha's name comes from?
No, I'm not sure.
Cool.
But it is where pu'er's name comes from.
Yeah. And oolong.
And oolong, yeah. So yeah, I don't know, but it's also like Yancha is like a very specific kind of oolong. It means rock tea. Cha means tea. Yan means rock. It's from the Wuyi Mountains. So it's also called Wuyi Oolong because it is the oolong that is specific to that area of China, and it's like traditionally very darkly roasted. More mainstreamy, inexpensive stuff is very highly roasted and can taste graham crackery and caramely and chocolatey, and the lighter, more like thoughtfully roasted stuff is more like fruity and minerally, and can also be sort of graham crackery and caramely.
Watch out for these guys.
With the lance. Just going around.
What's with the red on your screen?
The red on my screen? What red?
The bottom left.
There is no red on the bottom left of my screen.
Oh, is it just tinted, slightly tinged red?
Maybe.
That's the game. If it's. Oh.
Yeah.
I remembered about gun.
Yeah, it works.
It works. Don't knock it if it works. Is what I'm saying. Oh, but now I'm out of.
Am I not destroying my enemies by making ashes of them? Do you remember that?
No.
Lincoln Force.
Oh no! These things attack my.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
You can run far away.
Far, far away from here.
Never return. Oh. Oh no, that also uses magic. I don't know.
Grappling hook, yeah.
No,
I waste.
I was gonna say the magic wand.
Oh yeah, that classically uses magic.
Yeah.
Famously so.
Well, that's why I fucking didn't say it, Keith.
Damn. Killed by a fucking crow. I feel like a loser. Anyway, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing over here?
You're doing everything correct. You were going the right way. It looks like there's one behind you.
Yeah.
Did I see that right? Yep, there it is. Found it. Drink.
I didn't take the drink because I figured if I died, all it would do is save me 2 drinks. I hate these guys.
Yeah.
I will say this is definitely the worst part of the game. In a game with, as far as I could tell, no missteps thus far.
Define worst.
Least good? Bad to me?
I mean, I feel like it.
It's slow. I don't have my
I mean,
powers.
It was definitely hard, but I mean,
It's not. No, it's not that it's not. It's not that it's hard. It's not like fun. It's a somber tone. Like there was interesting plot stuff that was happening, but now like the tone of the game has changed in a way that's like not that interesting.
It always have this tone. Isn't it just being more honest?
No,
I mean, you're in a graveyard.
no, it didn't always have this tone.
But you're in a graveyard.
Does it say no? But it's not essential that I was in a graveyard, you know. Ooh, I think that's 2. Yeah. Am I stupid?
Yep. Go to the right. What are you trying to do?
I found the statue over here.
Statue?
Yeah. Like, that's where I want to go, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where you want to go.
Yeah, so I'm just like looking at how to get there and just not.
How the bridge is like T-shaped.
Yeah.
You got to come from the top right. So you got to go back. It was exactly where you were. You go up.
Oh, where I was at the. So okay. Sorry, I misunderstood your instructions. When you said I was in the right place, you were seeing me running away from the birds and being like, you were in the right space. You just had to run away from these birds. But I was like, oh, the bird space wasn't the right space because I'm running away from it, and now I'm.
Oh no, I wasn't saying you. I didn't say you had to run away. I was just saying you were on the right track.
Is there a ladder? Did I see a ladder? No, I don't want to deal with you. Oh, I was literally just right here.
Yeah. Bold strategy. Ooh. Well, can you run? Can you run inside anyway? Nice. Grapple.
Pro moves. I heard the scream.
I did too. Good thing you didn't try to run inside because there was a door there.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that I wouldn't be able to get inside. But how do I figure I'd be able to get inside there?
Unfortunately, not at this time. You must face the cathedral alone.
Is it nice in there, though, I bet? Is it actually really nice?
It's pretty chill. Honestly, it's chiller than outside, so you're fine.
Oh, hey, but that's right there. Oh, when I said nice, I meant like, you know. Sometimes you just want to be seeing normal church. Who are these guys?
Normal church.
Are those my little my defense effigies?
Not so much.
Are they gonna shoot magic at me?
No.
Oh no. They're weak, but they're bad. And it didn't look like I hurt them.
It didn't?
Maybe I did. Okay. 4 hits.
Yeah, they're fine. They're not anything.
But they seem like children. God damn it.
Yeah.
I need to do
they're
this
basically
without
you,
getting
right?
hit.
They're like zombie you. Hey, remember zombie you?
I do. Yeah. Another game where you can't pause for no reason.
It's not for no reason.
I don't like the sad little baby noises they make when I murder them.
Yeah, classic downside to child murder.
It's one of those games. Check every corner. It feels like the place to go is downstairs, but I don't know. Oh, there's clearly something behind there. Oh. Oh, no. I was like, oh, duh. And then I was like, that wasn't it. So, Kylie, what's up with you?
Just practicing traditional grip paradiddles on my leg.
Yeah, you gonna be a drummer now? No,
Yeah, I guess so.
not a guitar player?
Maybe I can be one of those YouTubers that, will like play a cover and then record themselves playing every instrument.
Yeah. Ooh, at 6, I can something the something 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 a something something.
I haven't been able to stop doing these rock band drums. It's been so much fun. And now I'm thinking about doing other kinds of drums.
Good luck. Do you want to know why I'm saying that?
People hating me for drumming?
No, it costs like $3,000 to get drums.
Oh, yeah, I know. Drums are expensive.
I mean, you can get a drum set for under 1,000, but like it's really hard, and you don't get to pick. Like you just get to have the one that isn't $1,000. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the big. Oh, hey.
I mean,
do you want to borrow a drum kit that I have?
Oh, sure.
It's like not in good condition. I mean, like it needs some work done to it. It needs some like replacement heads. But I was given a drum kit by my friend when I was still living at my last place, and then had to move, and then like wasn't able to play the drums because I live in an apartment now.
Yeah.
So I have a drum set, and you can have it. I mean, you can have it temporarily.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I guess I'll take you up on that.
I mean, you also live in an apartment.
Right. But I've already been doing so many Rock Band drums that it's established at this point. This is a thing that happens.
Maybe I would really look into, though, you can get a nice set of electronic drums for much less than you can get a nice set of regular drums, and the loudness is the same as Rock Band.
Yeah. But
it's just the problem is that you're sacrificing being cool for something that genuinely isn't cool. So it's like, well, the question is, what do you want to do? Play real drums and be cool, or actually be able to play the drums, but it's not cool?
I'm not sure I follow.
Electric drums are not cool.
Right.
But you actually would be able to play them.
Gotcha. Yeah, like, well, I mean, the thing about electric I already have the shittiest E-drum kit ever, which is the Rock Band kit with the 3 cymbals. It's actually, I mean, I'm doing it a disservice by calling it that. It's actually like surprise. I was kind of like taken aback by how decent. Decent compared to my extremely low expectations the cymbals were, or at least the Rock Band 3 official cymbals, or at least
Did you see that?
I mean, I saw you got hurt.
Those ones were faster. What the hell?
Oh yeah, there's like a couple that are just like randomly fast and strong.
They sound like chows. Oh, and which ones are randomly fast and strong seem to change.
I think they all have the ability to kind of do like a that little trot, but I think maybe it's my imagination. I feel like some of them are like noticeably bigger, or have like white those ones. It's like it's darker and it's fast.
Not any more resilient though.
The thing about the drum kit stuff is, I mean, I do have a technically workable electronic drum kit already in the Rock Band drums. I can go to like Freeze Drum or whatever and just use it like it's drums, and I can put on a second pedal for a hi-hat pedal. But I just
you can genuinely?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There's just yeah, it is.
Good for Rock Band.
Good for Rock Band. Yeah,
Harmonix doesn't get credit a lot these days, especially for doing fucking what? This thing was even harder.
Here's the thing though: is sorry you died. Even when it comes to Rock Band, it's like it's actually approaching like it's approaching E-drum levels of expensive in certain ways, because like if you want to play Rock Band 4, the new one, which is now 6 or 7 years old, it's like you can spend $200 to $300 for a Rock Band 4 drum kit, or you can spend, or if you already have Rock Band 2 drums, you can spend $300 to $400 on a legacy adapter that lets you hook it up to your Xbox One. And
But that's only if you're playing Rock Band.
Yeah.
So you could just not play Rock Band and just do real drumming.
Well, but I'm just saying, if you want to play Rock Band, it's quite expensive out there, is the thing I'm saying.
Yeah, you'd think at some point it would get cheaper to play Rock Band. But I'm sure that with this functionality that I didn't know that it had, where you're actually able to use it as a real like MIDI drum kit, then I'm sure there's some like bootleg version of Rock Band online. God damn it.
No, there isn't.
Am I being insane by going back every time I get hit to being like, what am I going to do? Have half of a fucking health bar?
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that? Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure this place is mostly just those little fox enemies, and I think there's even like another checkpoint not that far from here.
Okay.
What's really fun about having the Rock Band symbols is that I actually did buy the official Rock Band 2 symbol pack when that came out, but the problem with that was that Rock Band 2 did not have a symbol mode. You could just plug in the symbols, and then like the green symbol was just the same as the green pad. Like when a green note came, you could hit the symbol or the pad.
Right.
So it was useless. But Rock Band 3 and 4 actually have all the symbol charts in all the songs. So it's much more like playing real drums in Rock Band, and it's way more fun.
Fucking this little baby motherfucker. This is literally harder than any of the bosses.
Shield? Are
No.
you sure you're not just on tilt?
You mean when you rock the Xbox to make it?
Yeah, when you get pissed and you shake the Xbox and it scratches a ring into your disc. On tilt is like when you're in when your poor performance puts you in a bad mood that leads to poorer performance, which leads to a worse mood.
I was trying to make a pinball joke.
No, I know. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if you actually didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, no, I know.
And that's why you did the pinball joke. But anyways, yeah, I've been having a ton of fun playing the Rock Band stuff, but obviously like there's a tiny bit of like analogness to the way the drums work, but I want a snare. You can't do anything approaching what you can do on a real snare on like I mean, I don't know how good E-drum snares get, but certainly
They get good.
Pretty good?
Very good.
Oh, okay.
Well, and the thing about them is that they have built into them the like the MIDI files to like play the drums. So you don't have anything else turned on. You just plug your headphones into the drums.
No, I know how drums work. Even electronic ones. But I mean, like...
Yeah, snares work good now.
There's... Like, for example, like, ghost notes don't exist on the Rock Band drums because they don't have that level of finesse. I don't know, like, what kind of sensitivity, an E-drum...
Yeah, they're good. They're good these days.
Head's gonna have. Because MIDI is like the sonic equivalent of a fucking sledgehammer. It's like a blunt instrument. So like
MIDI's pretty good these days too.
Doing
though.
with MIDI, it has to be like
maybe what Rock Band drums are doing with MIDI, but what like good actual products do with MIDI these days is like pretty wild. And
really,
yeah. I mean, every video game soundtrack you've ever heard has been MIDI. It's just all MIDI.
No.
Like you boot up, Horizon.
No. What?
Yeah,
No.
that's all MIDI.
What are you talking about?
What do you think I'm talking about?
No
Maybe
one is recording real instruments
maybe
anymore.
maybe I either don't understand what MIDI is, or like in the past 20 years, MIDI has taken on a different meaning.
So technically, MIDI is a standard by which things are like music information is transmitted. And so you play something on a digital keyboard and it sends that information via the MIDI standard and then is read by a DAW, a digital audio workstation. That's how MIDI works. It is able to send and receive and synchronize and keep time and send data like pitch and vibrato and sensitivity and stuff like that. That's what MIDI is. And so a keyboard that sends MIDI is called a MIDI controller. So you're basically using the keyboard to play digital MIDI notes that are going to be sent to a DAW.
Okay. Where I'm coming from is like in computers where MIDI sound is like the worst thing
Oh,
ever.
okay. No, that's not really.
Like I had a PC version of Final Fantasy VII where the soundtrack was MIDI instead of like MP3s or whatever, and it was like the game had been translated into bleeps and bleeps.
Yeah, so that is a bad definition of MIDI, because that basically is like the game has provided a series of tones and we're just going to play those tones through a default MIDI something, and it just sounds like a series of dead piano boops.
Boop, 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 boop. Well, yeah, it's just when I hear MIDI drums, it's just that I know that it's like just sending an electric signal, but I was like assuming it's just like, to me it sounds, I think of MIDI as being like blunt, so it sounds to me like, oh, the drum pad can send one MIDI, like one kind of MIDI signal. It can't trigger any other kinds of sound, so there's just one sound for the drum. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, they have like hundreds of built-in patches. You get one drum kit and it's like
no, that's
change. What do you?
Not what I mean, like the pad sending different MIDI signals depending on how you're hitting it.
Oh yeah, it does that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because MIDI accounts for sensitivity, so it'll depending on your hardware. It's like hardware dependent on like, does this hardware account for pressure? And then it's sort of like with a synthesizer, maybe it doesn't. But like with digital pianos, it probably does, and with drums, it absolutely always does 100% of the time. And then it's like, well, how many levels of sensitivity? Does it have 5? Does it have 100?
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't play the drums, so I don't know like what is common these days for that.
Okay.
But I do know that whenever I go to Guitar Center, which granted it's been a while, because of COVID, I sit and I play the MIDI drums. It's been 2 years.
Well, I just mean like when you said, "Oh, I haven't been to a Guitar Center recently," I'm just like, "Oh yeah," because I don't know, Keith probably gets his music shit somewhere that's not Guitar Center. So
I get it from Sweetwater.
Many years.
I get it from Sweetwater, so it's true. I don't go to Guitar Center to buy things. I just go to look around.
Yeah. Anyways, you were saying like, oh, maybe there's like a kind of homebrew scene around turning Rock Band drums into like workable drum kits, but it's actually the opposite.
There's a homebrew scene around turning drum kits into Rock Band drums.
Seriously,
that's hilarious. What an expensive way to play Rock Band.
Well, but it's fucking amazing though. I mean, the thing is like, Rock Band, like drumming in Rock Band is way closer to real drumming than like guitar in Rock Band is to real guitar.
Yeah.
So like an actual drummer can have fun playing Rock Band. A real guitarist is not gonna have fun playing Guitar Hero.
H Monk says MIDI usually has sensitivity scales based on 0 to 255, if I recall. But I think that's still going to be hardware based on how much of that they take advantage of.
What the pad is sending and how it's being interpreted. But yeah, so the only so obviously Rock Band is kind of out of the public consciousness. So the only people left playing Rock Band are drummers that are into spending way too much money on elaborate drum kits to use.
Right, because drummers are just already used to spending too much money on stuff, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I want a fucking instrument where one part of the instrument costs $600.
Well, yeah, and
The
of
cymbal,
course,
the cymbal racket is insane.
and of course, I learned early on from Freaks and Geeks that it's really drumming is really all about how many pieces you have in your kit. So I've got a long
Oh
way to
right,
go.
yeah. What is the drummer like obsessed with Neil Peart or something?
Exactly, literally that. Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't remember, but when you said it, hey, look who it is.
Yeah.
This
but
is
they've been crucified.
this
So
is
these are the things that are put inside those power
yeah.
battery things. But I don't know why this one has been crucified, or as I put it, trihexified. I've coined that. Don't take that.
I won't. I don't want it.
Oh, fuck you.
Another one of these I assume I have to do. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Although I love the reveal that was they used that pit for skulls, but also it's an elevator.
Oh no.
Weird choice
I
here.
think my game's crashing.
Oh no. You saw that gate come down and you were like, oh no. Oh, did it crash?
I believe so.
Because now I'm getting the frame one. I'm getting the windmill.
Yep, I'm closing the game. Yep, there we go. Secretlegend.exe is not responding.
Yeah, you said oh no when that gate came down.
Oh no. What is
but
that
you
from?
might not have noticed. For some reason, that gate comes back up immediately, and you can just walk back through the door.
Yeah. I had already noticed. Weird. Do you still have screen share?
Yes.
You do? Game is there?
No.
Oh.
But it, like, screen share is open, and once you start screen sharing again, it will come back. There it is.
Okay. Everyone, let me know if something's wrong. I'm gonna pour another tea out. Oh, the tea break message is still up.
But let me explain to you the bullshit that's going on with me with Rock Band 4, though.
My bad. Don't talk, Kylie.
So you know how Rock Band, it's like you could export the songs from Rock Band 1 and 2 and 3 to like move them forward into future Rock Band titles.
Yeah.
So I have Rock Band 3, and the song export for Rock Band 1 works fine. Like, you put the disc in, it copies all the songs off the disc onto your hard drive, then you can play them on Rock Band 3. Rock Band 2, it came with a code on the manual that you entered into Xbox Live, and it gave you a token that told Rock Band servers that you own the ability to download the Rock Band 2 song pack. And I'm not sure if you can see where this is going, but they have since shut down the Rock Band 123 store.
What? Why?
So you buy Rock Band 4, I guess.
Fuck.
And
I went to the wrong room and activated those birds. I didn't mean to.
So I had my Rock Band 2 song pack downloaded, but I think it just, like, from sitting on the hard drive so long, it, like, got corrupted or something. And I can't re-download it because the fucking Rock Band store doesn't exist anymore. My literal only option is to play Rock Band 4, which will allow me to get that song pack again. And I saw Rock Band 4 on, like, eBay for like $15, and it had the expansion included. And I was like, that's a great deal. And I looked up, oh, wait, are my Rock Band 2 drums compatible? Oh, look, this FAQ that I found says yes, they are. That's awesome. I'm going to purchase. Boop, purchase. But what I didn't notice was that FAQ was a piece of shit because it should have said right there where it was listing compatibility that you need a fucking $400 adapter for it to be compatible.
Oh, and you know what's really sad? I knew about that $400 adapter from hearing about it on Nextlander like 2 months ago.
Well, I had learned about it from hearing about it on Giant Bomb 6 years ago, but I had forgotten by now. So now I have this fucking useless copy of Rock Band 4 for Xbox One that I can't use. And
Why don't you just build your own?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe someone figured out how to build one.
No. Well, I don't think so because it uses the Xbox 360 proprietary wireless thing. So there is like a homebrew, like someone sells like an adapter that you can buy for $50 or $70 for PS4, but it doesn't work for Xbox, and I need to play it on Xbox because that's where I have all my songs. And of course, you know, I could just go buy a Rock Band 4 drum kit, but it has to be the Xbox One, the Xbox One. And I don't know if you know this about PS4 versus Xbox One. Xbox One lost that battle.
Yeah.
And so it's like 100 to 1.
And
PS4 versus Xbox.
let's just say that's a little sad to me.
It's sad to me.
It's a better system. It really is.
It's a better system.
It makes me feel
not-
crazy.
It's not anywhere near as much better than the PS4 as the 360 was from the PS3.
Yeah, sure, because the PS3 was straight up bad.
It was straight up bad, and it's wild to me that like, and I get why. Like, people who had a PS3 during that generation look back on the PS3 very, very fondly because it was a great generation of games, even if you had a PS3 instead of a 360. But it's so wild to me now when I hear people be like, oh, shout out to the PS3, it was a real one. I was like, yeah, it was a real PS1 because that's what I used it for.
But yeah, I'm keyed up because this is already when I was talking about this the other day with Isaac about
Oh, are you cheesed?
I'm cheesed.
Dude, you fucking cheesed right now?
I saw a door and I was like, I'm gonna go through that door. Look who it is.
Dude, he's on the other side now.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanted the fox to be different. He's different now.
Yeah, but he was on the normal side, I'm pretty sure, outside the cathedral. And I don't even have a coin here. It's very sad that you can't get multiple bombs, like the fire bombs.
What do you mean?
You can't get like regenerating fire bombs.
Oh, we don't know that.
I've thrown a lot. 6 plus 0.
Should I look it up?
I've tried. No, I just know that you can't. I just already can tell.
I'm looking it up. It's such a small thing.
Right.
Oh shit! I turned on our stream somehow. Oh. Okay.
This seems like a
Okay.
boss.
The most recent. I looked at the chat. The most recent chat message.
Heart. Look at
Oh,
this.
don't! No!
What? No, I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
What? What's wrong?
I made the mistake of doing heart first, and you don't want that.
What do I want first? Do I want?
I'm still trying to hunt down. I have somehow 8 instances of our stream open, and I'm trying to find the one that's making sound on my computer.
Which the one that has a little audio thing?
I can't find it. I can't find the tab.
So I wasn't going to click on heart. And now here's the problem. We're now in a universe where I'm curious instead of just greeting them out in order. I was just like, there's a heart, there's this guy, there's the frog one, there's the guardian, there is some fox worshippers, there's some skeleton boys, there's the fairies. And then I was like, I wonder what these are. And then what would I have picked if I didn't know? No, don't pick the heart.
Well, you know what I would have picked? Can I tell
The
you?
heart. You picked the heart.
I saw a potion sitting there, and I went, fuck yeah, I want a potion. Give me a potion.
It's the only one that doesn't seem like an enemy.
Right. I'm like, yeah, I don't want enemy. I want potion.
Does it delete these things from the world?
No.
Okay.
I think this might be touch. Touch or light.
Like the candle?
Yeah. Oh, that must say flemers.
Is it? Are they all different words? No, it's all the same word.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's all the same word.
Oh, maybe it's statue or
Candle, light the candle.
Yeah,
But that's
light the
short for
candle.
light.
What?
Unless LIGHT is a long word. It's the same number of letters
But
as
if-
candle,
But syllabically,
but syllabically it's shorter.
yeah.
But it's So let me just write down candle as candle and with a question mark, just in case.
Write down the first word too.
Okay, so a little tank and then 2 L's. Total shot in the dark, but see that slanted A coming off of the first character in Candle?
Yes.
I have in the past supposed that character might be an A, the one that kind of already looks like an A.
Feels too obvious, right?
Sure. I don't know. Clearly, this language uses some English. It might just be a cognate.
Excuse me?
Clearly, this language uses some English. It might be a cognate.
You're definitely reading that somewhere.
Cognate?
Are you reading this from
No.
somewhere?
I'm just saying it. I'm just saying.
Oh, it just seemed like a thing you wouldn't say, but might read.
Oh, no, I was just saying that.
What's a cognate?
A
I mean, I know the word, but I don't remember what it is.
Well, do you know what a false cognate is?
Nope.
A cognate is a word that is, I don't know if it's specifically that it shares the same root between two languages or that it is like visually similar or identical between two languages. So like imagine, there's a ton of languages that for no is just like no or not or no.
Oh my.
That's a cognate. And then a false cognate is when that happens, but it's a coincidence. So like in Chinese, it's like mother, like the baby talk word for like mother and father are the same as they are in English. It's like mama and like papa or something. And that's a false cognate.
Oh, that they
There's no, or like, in China, there's 2 words for, I don't know why both of my examples are China. But there's 2 words for tea. There's cha and te, but they're regional.
Oh.
And so there are
Tay.
yeah. So there's words, there's countries all around the world that depending on how they interacted with China use those different roots for their word for tea.
I know Japan uses cha.
Yeah. I mean everything in Japan is a cognate of China, basically.
Well,
not the language,
cognate,
but
not
like
a false cognate.
No, not a false cognate.
Sorry,
These are
but
true
as you were-
cognates.
I'm sorry this is so off topic.
Yeah.
But as you were saying that, I was moving around the tabs I ended up on Twitter, and earlier someone had posted a picture of like a junkyard photo of a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic that looked well, it was
like the
actually
fairies.
fascinating. You could see its crazy clockwork insides, which was awesome. but somebody mentioned like, oh, they didn't follow proper disposal procedure.
Whoa!
Like, what? Oh, did you die?
Yeah, really fast.
They said they didn't follow proper disposal procedure. Now I am seeing a cropped image that must be like an employees only Chuck E. Cheese something or other. And it's Chuck E. Cheese looking sad, and he's looking at a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic head that's being bashed to pieces with a hammer, and that Chuck E. Cheese looks not so good. And there's a speech bubble from the sad Chuck E. Cheese, and it says, "Ouch, that smarts, but it is very necessary, so I am no longer recognizable as Chuck E. Cheese. After de-identification, I may be discarded." And every part of that is so dark.
That's very dark.
After de-identification, I may be discarded.
Hey, I did it.
Hey, good job. What'd you do?
Did all the fairies.
Wow, you're almost there.
What is this, like a boss run?
Yeah, I mean, if fairies are bosses.
But a bunch of fairies are.
Now, not to put the pressure on you, Keith, but I beat this all in one go, and I started with the hearts, so I didn't even get a heal in the middle. So.
Oh, that's what the heart does. Okay.
Yeah, so use that whenever you want, but just know that if you do, you are losing to me. And I know how much you care about losing to people.
Oh, a big one. I actually don't care about losing.
A brave front he puts on, but we're not fools. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just concentrating.
Did you hear the drum clicks clack?
No.
Drumsticks is what I meant.
The drum clicks? No, I didn't hear the drum clicks.
Drumsticks clack.
Oh no, it's not the kind that I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, no, yes, I had the same experience.
And they don't seem to friendly fire.
Ah.
This is gonna be a boring one.
Whoop. Don't forget your bombs.
I want to save them.
I took out all 5 of these guys with 2 shotgun blasts, and it rocked.
Well, I did it perfect, and I saved my magic. Who's this?
Perfect.
Oh, it's Rudlings. I couldn't tell because of
Something's
the...
wrong with Keith's brain. He can't identify Rudlings.
That's not true. You know that's not true.
Well, remember from earlier when you're like, what's this? And I'm
No,
like,
that's
"It's a
not what I
Rudling."
was talking about. I was talking about the weird platform. It's you that didn't notice that the fox was in the corner on an invisible platform.
I noticed. Didn't mean anything to me. Hey, dude, do you remember Rock Revolution?
No.
Around the time that Rock Band 2 was coming out, which was also the time that Guitar Hero World Tour, which was Guitar Hero's first rock band competitor, because it had drums, came out.
Easy.
Konami, publishers of Dance Dance Revolution, Karaoke Revolution, Drum Mania, Guitar Freaks, they were like, hey, we fucking started this shit. And now these new jacks are coming in on a turf? We gotta respond. And so they put out Rock Revolution, which was a rock band knockoff that had only covers. And it had 6 foam cymbal pads. Sorry, well, drum and cymbal pads. The drum kit looked like simple geometric shapes got like barfed onto a table and they said ship it.
What was this? Sorry, I didn't internalize anything you said. I didn't hear any of it. There was a stupid fake rock band competitor that had bad drums.
Yeah, it was like, Konami they basically started the rhythm game genre because they did DDR and Guitar Freaks and Drum Mania, but they didn't bring enough of it to America and it wasn't good enough, so Harmonix and Guitar Hero beat them to it.
Damn.
And they tried to come out with Rock Revolution and it was embarrassingly bad. It had 40 songs that were all covers and they weren't good covers either. And the note tracks weren't even angled like a highway. It was just like a spreadsheet.
All right, Garden Boy.
Garden Boy! Shotgun. Use the shotgun for this one. Oh, for the Garden Boy, you're gonna want the shotgun.
2 shots with the shotgun. That's all I get.
Could be all you need.
Oh. Okay. That was fine. Okay, so I got through that with 4 potions.
What the fuck?
What?
Okay, there it is. I was like, where's the second Guardian?
Oh no, why did you do that to me?
Do what to you?
You let me think I was over. Oh, but that one, it wasn't a secret harder one. Okay, that's still fine.
No, it's just 2, yeah.
Okay.
You remember that was the first boss in the game?
Yeah.
It's amazing how small and feeble it seems by comparison now, right?
Well, I'm sure that they made it weaker, right?
Hey, no, that's just the garden. The garden.
It's not any, but it recommends you be 3 strength and 3 defense, but I'm 1 everything because I'm a ghost.
But you have a gun.
You're just saying that the gun just rips?
The gun rips.
The gun rips and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that.
You're not level 1 gun.
I got it. I got something. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I told you there was no jump in this game.
I guessed that there was a float, and that was close.
Yeah.
It's me. The fox is now reminding me more and more of Kirby. Just going
you
around
recognize
happily
the laurel?
murdering. Yeah, it's the laurel of the hero.
Yep. From that manual page.
And from when you warp to him, like from here.
Hey, good job. This traditional grip thing is pretty good.
Look at me. Look at me being blessed by the spirit of the hero.
You heard about this traditional grip, Keith?
No.
Hey, check it out. What's different?
I have my green back.
Bam.
The worst one to get back, but fine.
No. That's a good one to get back.
I would
Get
really
your energy,
like my
boy.
health back. And my attack. I want my health and my attack back.
Traditional drumstick grip is like if you imagine a Revolutionary War drummer.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was sort of thinking that you were talking about like getting a skin for your Xbox controller. I didn't realize you were still on drums. Yeah, I know about.
It's called traditional grip.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Yeah, I know about jazz drum. I know about jazz drumming. You want to do some jazz drumming? You want to just keep time? Be like a monster at keeping time? Get yourself some fucking traditional grip.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I wouldn't mind being a monster at keeping time.
Am I supposed to like go back through the... Look at me. I'm taking a bath.
just in case.
Yeah, maybe you just need to be a ghost to get the thing.
The laurels just weigh you down extra. We know you don't need to be a ghost to get it. Get out of there.
I genuinely don't know where to go. Is it back through the cathedral? That's weird, right? And I feel like I missed a lot of stuff in the cathedral.
There's
Like the 1,
definitely-
2, 3. There's all these
definitely
different
number
things.
6 I didn't go to. I don't know what number 6 is. That leads to 7. That leads to 8.
Maybe I'll just come back here.
That was my thing. I was like, I'll come back. You know, whatever.
Hold on, I have to ban this bot.
You got a what?
Ban this bot.
Oh, okay. Ban this bot.
So you can report someone for spam, malicious links, or bot accounts, and then you can say
You can't ban somebody for like harassment.
no, that's on
or
there.
abuse.
Username
okay.
is inappropriate. Threats, harm, or endangerment of someone. Hate speech, harassment, or abuse. Evading a block, ban, or suspension. Spam, malicious links, or bot accounts. I'm concerned for their well-being, or give me more options. And it's just funny that you can report them for being a bot or report them for sending malicious links. And I just feel like those two can easily be one. Like which one do I pick? If a bot sent a malicious link, which one do I hit? Probably the malicious link one, but still. Bot scams.
Bot.
Yeah. Bot scams. I hope there's not just like people who, because we've gotten this message every time we've streamed at least once.
What?
Whatever they fucking say, they say like, buy best viewers and primes at whatever.
Sure.
Okay. And I just sort of feel like it would be very funny if someone was like doing that, but they didn't, like, as a joke. They were just like, haha, as a joke, I'm gonna go to this chat and be like, sending you 5 primes, and then they get banned. I'm lost, genuinely lost, and I don't care.
Dude. Warp across to the pillar.
Oh, that didn't look warpable to me.
Oh, it's warpable.
Oh, it's warpable.
Here's a sweet tip, bud.
Everything's warpable.
Here's the thing. You know how it uses energy to warp?
Yeah, no.
But if the warp doesn't go anywhere, no energy.
Yes, I've noticed that with all of the magic, yeah. It also doesn't use...
All the magic?
All the magic, that's true. Well, sorry.
Like what?
I mean, specifically the orb, because the orb is the other one that cannot go somewhere. So you could fuck up an orb.
Oh, right. Well, that's also, like, gives you free traversal. Oh, but true, like, if you miss the enemy.
Yeah.
You
Pretty
wanna...
decent warp, huh?
Yeah, you want to warp bottom left. I missed that one.
I was just going all around.
Wasted a bunch of time. Oh, no, not... Like, bottom left pillar from where you were. Sorry. Like, I meant, like, down and slightly left. Or slightly down and left. Go right. Go left.
Are you watching the Twitch again?
No, sorry. Go up 1 and then take a left and go as left as you can. And now, yeah, and keep going. And now go down and to the left. No.
Oh,
There we go.
I genuinely didn't even see that there. Or I thought I already tried it, I think. Ladder. Am I going to be like accidentally dashing all over the place?
Hope so.
Well, because I just spent like 15 hours of this game rolling all the time for no reason. You ever do that thing where you want tea, so you boil your pot of water? Got it.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then you forget you forget to actually do it. We had this the whole time.
Yeah,
we
but
had
you didn't
this
know who
one.
he was facing, and it turns
Again,
out
the same battle.
again the same battle, but uncountable times.
But in order to get this page, you've gotta already have been killed by her.
Wow.
Maybe she had a good reason.
Maybe she had a good reason.
Have you stopped to think of that? Like maybe just like
I
what?
absolutely
Oh,
have.
she made us a ghost. Like maybe not everything's about us, you know?
Yeah. Maybe, because she was sad when she killed you. Maybe. First of all,
This
we
was
don't
what
know-
I was talking
we
about,
don't know
by
if
the
it's
way.
she.
Have you seen
They looked
this?
sad when they killed you.
You go like this.
They look sad when they killed you, but
Have you done this?
maybe they look sad when they kill all the heroes, and they've killed like 1,000,000.
Yeah. Have you seen this?
No. Since you've asked.
It's just underneath that bridge.
Hey, did you fucking solve the 25 doors yet?
No.
Loser.
But I haven't even really tried. I've just been confused by them.
No, I know. You should just go look for more manual pages. So what you want to do right now is, since you got the dashy thing,
Look at that. Boom.
now the lack of bridges won't bother you. That place that was your least favorite place in the game, you can just zip right across.
You can. Look it.
yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Meh.
Now you've
The
already
cathedral.
incredible treasure.
Already got it, idiot.
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now.
hero's
If you turned
laurels.
around, you'd see that.
Yeah, will you fucking look me in the eye when you're talking to me, please?
Said heroes laurels.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh no, the head. What happened to the head?
R.
There?
No.
Their? Oh no, doesn't make sense.
R. Do I have? Let's see. Let's see if I think I have one of these words. That diamond and then the hook.
I think
coming
that's
out.
your head. Your head.
Oh, no. I think yours something. I mean, it could be your, but I think yours something else. It's that the thing that's on the bottom is on top, and underneath is like. Let's see if I can find your in the book. That might be its head or something. And also, I think that the last character of the second word is an S or a S sound. Pretty sure.
Let's talk about this. Now these symbols,
Yeah.
they're bifurcated. They got a top and a bottom.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's red left to right and then lower and then left to right, or it's red top to bottom, next one top to bottom, next one top to bottom. No
well,
clue.
I think we can.
Why what are you doing?
We can safely say that we read it top to bottom per character, because we already know words like you.
See that first character
and
there? I think
the?
is that the one that I think is your? No, it's different. It's slightly different. That's slightly different from the one I think is I think.
Oh, hey, hi, Pook from an hour ago.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, wait, is this the fucking wrong?
Yeah, I don't see what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
Oh, what is that? You see that?
Oh, God, this...
You see that?
No, I didn't. I was looking at the other
I'll fucking
screen.
show you. What do you notice? What do you notice right in front of me? A weird looking thing in the wall.
What?
There's a weird looking patch of wall right there.
All right, go for it.
Fuck.
Whoa!
Spend 1 bomb, get 4 bombs.
That's really funny. Jeez, don't make these fucking surprises.
Is
too
that one
good.
too?
Whoa.
What, did I
Wow,
just
you're
become a
doing plot news
genius?
all of a sudden?
What the fuck?
Hey, there you go, buddy.
It's do you know what this is?
Wait, I thought I did, but now I don't. Woo! Is it turning based on where you run?
No.
A little bit. A little bit it is. Yeah. Add it to the mystery board.
What?
Oh my god, mystery board just reminded me. Scooby-Doo. Keith.
Yeah. I've seen it.
What?
Scooby-Doo.
You've seen Scooby-Doo. Okay, now I recently learned that you somewhat more than me are up on modern Scooby-Doos. Because you were talking about that guy who plays Shaggy, and it's like, oh, he's the official Shaggy now, sort of.
Oh, sorry. You're talking about the live action movies from 20 years ago and how Matthew Lillard did a really good job, and so he sort of became the new Shaggy after, because no one knows who Casey Kasem is anymore.
Well, Casey, he died.
Well, he died, but also because he didn't know, he was not like famous anymore, even though he still was Shaggy the whole time.
Well, but he did actually come back and play Shaggy, like, less than 20 years. Like, what, it had to be before he died, but like...
Uh-oh, what's going on at the tomb?
What?
Look at the screen share. I don't know what else to tell you.
You found a manual page.
Look at what's going on at the tomb.
Oh, there's some shit, yeah. I didn't realize we hadn't found any of that yet.
Yeah, we had not.
Hey. So now
A
check this
terrible
out.
power. Oh, so convenient that these are the ones that we're only finding now.
Now go to the left, though. Check this out. That was the right.
Oh.
This is an old page, I know. But now that we know, right? The power to defy death. And we assumed that meant she brings us back every time we die. But she's standing next to one of these fucking pillars. What if this is the power to defy death?
You're saying that these are Horcruxes.
I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe it's like, oh, no, look, see, it's great because it gives us power, and they'll live forever in there. It's like eternal life. I mean, really, we're doing them a favor.
So you're saying you should go in my battery thing to live forever.
Maybe.
But then look at this. It's that thing, and
What if
they're like, yes, we love
They're drunk
that.
on the wine of the river, the
I've
ooze. They're
gotten-
drinking the ooze.
I've gotten all my babies drunk and made them worship the weird one.
But now, what the fuck is this next picture?
Yep.
Now, this seems to be the bad guys you were talking about.
Yeah.
Now, are we to understand that Fox Lord was digging in the earth for more power and more technology, but they accidentally awoke
Ooh,
the
look what
sleeping.
she's wearing. The
Hmm.
hero took the laurel from her.
Oh wow, she was the hero.
A prison and a beacon. The heir, something. Heir to the heir. The second time I saw that.
Yeah, where'd you see that the first time?
I don't remember. Maybe.
Oh, it might be on the battle fought uncountable times.
Heir to the heir.
Yeah, there you go. Now notice though, go back. It's a non-ghostly fox who's wearing these laurels.
Yes.
So what's up with that? Maybe once
We
you
get all of
stack
our stuff
more
back, and
statues.
we become corporeal once again.
Yeah. So the next part of the game is you got to go around to all these statues that we didn't know what they did before, and you got to get back all your stuff. But of course the rub is there's now this weird purple energy all over the place.
It seems like you can
So
get closer to it now, though.
some routes are no longer available. Do you know about this?
Some routes
Oh,
are
this
not.
was the-
Yeah,
got-
we came here before.
Well, yeah, I remember that now. Now, once I saw the room, I was like, oh yeah.
Just checking my words.
Now that
It's very similar to the word. It starts similarly to the word for roll or dodge or whatever, but it's not that. I have to like rewrite these because they're like all in random orders now.
right, yeah.
Like
And
it's just like in the order that I found it in, and it's
yeah,
just like
I mean, you can alphabetize what you think the translations are, but like, you can't.
yeah. I
alphabetize
have
it.
that map or whatever. I combined the two maps into one map. I don't know if that will help me ever, but I did
Wait,
do that.
what map?
On the walls, there's two maps.
Oh yeah,
It's
nice
two
job.
different images of the same
Yep.
map.
I'm gonna. Well, normally, like I said before, I would say, "Oh yeah, perfect, that'll help you," and yet, I did the thing that I thought was the thing to do in this room, using the. I mean, I didn't transfer the design on the wall to paper. I was just kind of going by visuals, but.
Hmm.
I didn't do what I thought it would do.
And so you think I can solve this right now?
Well,
And this has a map like that other map was a map. But I don't know how to put them together.
huh.
Right?
This is
It's just
I'm
a tiny
looking at
little
this
piece of a
door.
map.
I'm looking at this door and I'm not 100% sure what to make of this door.
No?
No. But
But these are the 25 doors I keep talking about.
yes. But I hadn't looked at that door specifically recently. But
It's
I
dark
guess
in
I'll
here.
I'll say you could hey. You could figure it out if you were a genius. But also many of the manual pages that are scattered around that are now available to you because you have the warp, they will start to give you hints about what to do.
I don't want hints. I want to be a genius.
Well, look through your manual.
Chibi says, I think I might have quit this game right as it got interesting. I think it got interesting. There's
From minute one.
there's stuff that I liked about the beginning, but I think it like definitely was interesting before this. But this stuff is definitely interesting.
Sure.
I mean, as a gameplay thing, this is undeniably fun. Like you just come on, doing this, right? That
Yeah.
that rules.
Limey Lock says, it's purple over there. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I missed all your chat messages because I was accidentally on the wrong Twitch page.
How are you on the wrong Twitch page?
Like it was a different one of our Tunic VODs.
Oh, okay.
And it has live chat replay.
Oh my god. So that's why you were like, "Hey, hi to this person from an hour ago."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't see what you're talking
It
about."
was actually a week and an hour ago.
Ooh, did I already do
Right
this?
back.
I must have. Oh, because I opened the thing. So, yes. This is torturing me. Oh, so this is where we go next, I bet. But I'm not done bebopping around town. Hey, what the fuck? I just noticed something big, and I will explain when Kylie gets back.
What do you have to explain?
All right. Do you remember the first the where was it?
I don't
You gave me this door, right? You gave me this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You were like, that door leads to that other thing. And then it was something stupid. So, notice it. Notice that door.
I'm noticing it. Uh-oh.
Notice this door.
Yep. I'm noticing that.
Notice this door. What do you see?
Yeah, I'm noticing that too. Symmetry.
Okay, but what else do you notice? I'll keep them both in frame for you.
Oh! I see those white flowers.
3 white flowers on all 3 of those doors.
3 white flowers.
A door to the rocks. 3 white flowers. 1, 2, 3. There they are.
Chibi Killstick, the person who said that they might have quit the game right as it was getting interesting, says, I was really enjoying the instruction book stuff, but was getting a little tired of fighting and exploration, and now it looks like there's a ton of book pages here. I'll have to come back to it at some point.
Yeah, there's like at least 50 pages, right?
I think so.
Minimum.
Like that. Yeah. If
Oh,
you
hey,
go
look, another page.
Yeah, if you
I knew
look
there
at
was
the
one
table
around
of
here somewhere.
contents, there's like it lists like secrets. What is it? Hidden secrets. Look at the next one though. Memo pages. Page 52. There's 9 pages of hidden secrets.
Which, by the way, we have 41, 50.
0. We have 0 of them. We have 1.
We have 2.
2.
Ah, but is this maybe going to be one of them? Is that a dead ghost? No.
Dude,
Okay.
I don't think they're. I'm pretty sure they might just be vibing. Have we
Page
considered
42.
They're vibing.
Secret page.
That's your page.
I had that. Now we have that. And now we have in this. What? I was just thinking down, left, right, down, right, up, left, up, right is what I was just thinking.
Oh yeah, were you thinking that?
Wait, but then look at this.
What is that?
1, 2, 3, 3. What is that? Or 1, 1, 3, 3.
Oh, I didn't see that. What? Wow. That might be a clue.
Holy cross. Oh, wait. Oh, whoop. This? Oh.
Yeah, it looks like something.
Wow, I was just thinking down, right, up, left, right, up. And isn't it? I've been like
really
dying to be like,
No, but hang on though. Go back to the ladder. Go back to the ladder. What do you see?
3 white flowers.
What's up with that? Do you think it's only a breakable? Maybe it's a breakable ladder. Do you think it's only a breakable wall if it's 3 flowers and?
I think they've got to be like in an L. But that's an L. Is it an L of anything?
Oh my God!
L for
everything is
door.
L. That. Hey, that grapple point says LT. That's an L for left trigger. Oh my God! These blocks. That block. Go back to the wall.
Are you making
Those
fun of the
blocks-
3? I think I'm onto something with the 3
Those
things.
blocks were another thing. You might be. I'm not saying you weren't.
No, this is
See,
wrong.
what I thought you were gonna say when you showed me that wall that I showed you, that I told you about, the breakable, bombable wall. You showed me that one. Then you showed me the 2 symmetrical ones. I thought you were saying, oh, there must be a symmetrical one of the one that I told you about, since these 2 are
Oh, no. Let's figure out this room.
Oh, I think I was about to say I don't know what this is either, but I think I just figured out what it might be.
And it's not dash somewhere.
I don't think it's dashed somewhere.
I have tried. You cannot say I didn't try. Hey, by the way, did we get any pages that look like they go underwater?
No.
I mean, this one does a little bit, right?
Well, oh, hang on though. Zoom in.
On this?
Zoom in on the right-hand page. Bottom left. The compass rose. So this is like a compass rose.
Yeah.
Not only are
No, it's an orgy. It's an orgy.
yeah, it could be. I mean, I don't know that it's a compass rose.
So you're saying that these are the characters for north, south, east, and west?
I have no clue, but I'm thinking that's maybe something. Also, there's these
That
music
is
notes.
something. That's, yeah.
All those, so there's the bird. Here's the other thing. Remember that, like, there's the weather vane in town, or the thing that looks like
Is this
it?
stuff that you've solved that you're giving me hints on?
No.
Okay. Good.
You know that weather vane looking thing?
Yeah. No.
If you read it, it's like 4 rows of.
What if I
symbols.
lied when I said I did know?
Okay, you don't know.
Weather vane. Where?
It's like somewhere in town. It's like an iron rod poking out of a stone block with like 4, like it's like a plus sign, and it reminds you of weather vane. Like it's got north, south, east, west on it.
Damn. Down, right, up, left, up, right.
Anyways, if you read the thing on the weather vane, it has 4 rows of 4 characters, and they're all the characters from the compass rose repeated over.
What the
and over.
fuck?
Hey, good job.
Okay. A genius could not have figured that out.
I disagree.
Was there a clue somewhere?
Well, I mean, I got close.
Look what I have.
Yeah, I see that. And that's the thing, you don't know what it does. What if it breaks her sword?
Oh no, is that the slightly the wrong one?
What? Yeah, that's not louder echo,
Shit.
that's regular echo.
It's called magic echo. But look at. Wait, did that give me no HP?
Open that chest.
Yeah, that's what it does. It gives you no HP.
What?
It gives you no HP.
It must be that's
Look at it.
like that's the hardcore item.
Look at it.
You
Does
must
it give you
really-
no HP?
No,
Does it give
I
you?
believe you.
It gives you 1 HP, but it makes
Yeah,
you
I see that.
extremely strong.
Oh, does it make you think so?
That's gotta be what it is. There's a page on it. It goes hung, fire, no hearts.
Fire, no hearts.
But look at this.
I am a teacher, Super Mario, no hearts.
He goes, look at a louder echo with the fire and the gem shield. Those three specifically. I don't have louder echo. I have magic echo. So I need to find louder echo, which does 4 times damage when you
need
need.
need
Yeah, need. Yeah. Check the mail. Empty. That's a blast. That's so much fun.
It is fun.
This is the part that they were like, yeah, it gets slow and bad. On Zoolander, they were like, this is where it starts to dip. I don't know. I really didn't like the first part, but now that I've got this thing, I just want to do this
Right.
all day.
Yeah, it's not so bad once you have the zippy zoop. But you do now have to you do have to get around to the hero statues. And it's not easy.
You don't love retracing your steps in games. No one does.
This time I didn't mind so much. Like I said, I was just enjoying Tunic so much, I was happy to have a reason to keep playing it. Since it's short. You know, when a game surprises you with an extra leg when it's been 80 hours, maybe that's not so cool.
Yeah. That last one, I believe, is item. And I also think that when there's no circle on the bottom, when there's no little hat on it, you see how the alien has a hat?
Excuse me?
The very last character, you see how he's a little alien
The circle with the
with the diamond and the little
with the graduate
the little
cap.
antenna. How about this? The robot has an antenna.
Okay.
When the robot doesn't have an antenna, I think it's an N.
An N.
An N. Because the word in is a slash. It's like a tilted hyphen going down, and on the top, and then underneath it's the diamond with a circle. Ooh, is that laughing?
I was thinking it was snoring, like z z z z z z z.
Yeah, and I do, and that the mouse cursor there I think is an S.
Hang on. If you move the bottom one to the top, it's a backwards Z.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
Hmm.
I didn't talk to any of these people, so I do want to talk to them a little bit. What do you got going on?
I'm reading Game of Thrones.
Oh, how's that?
Well, they talk about food a lot, and it's kind of mean.
Down, right, up, left, up, right. Wow, it just does it.
Good job.
Page.
Now, you did that by copying the combination in?
This, I just did this.
Huh.
Down, right, up, down,
Well,
right,
don't
up,
neglect
left,
the
up,
new
right.
page.
It was this. Hidden secrets. Oh, and then there's this thing. So we should do that too. So what way did you think that I was gonna figure that out without
Maybe you don't know everything about the doors you think you know.
Are these decoy rooms?
I think well, they're not decoy rooms. You just got a new manual page. But I think if you found another door, you might not be able to use that combination to open it.
To have to pick two?
Pick two?
Yeah. Well, you said if you found another door, you might not be able to use that code to open it. So I'm like, oh, so I could only use that code twice. Where the fuck am I?
I can't believe you found 2 doors that use that code, because I thought I didn't find any.
Really? Did you do the code wrong?
I guess no.
It's so funny to dash and then run.
I guess I found the code via a different method, which is why I think, it is possible to have figured the doors out ahead of time.
And you're being cagey about it still because that thing is important in other ways and you don't want to just tell me?
No, I just want you to, I want you to achieve and overcome on your own merit and your own abilities.
Well, this one sure doesn't work.
It's this tough love that's going to. So you weren't crouching?
No.
Okay, I've been doing it kneeling this whole time. So
No,
you
he's
don't
just
even
sitting
have to
thinking.
kneel. Well, he was sitting.
What is this? What is that? What is one? That's the one. I got that one. Did I get this one? I think I got these first 2. But I think it's that there's one more that you can use this code on. And then he's like, very helpful. You could say, you could use a D-pad or you could use arrow keys.
Arrow keys. Just in case you're playing with something that doesn't have a D-pad. I wonder if on the console version if the arrow keys aren't there.
Yeah, maybe. What if I do it backwards?
I think you'll get farther from your goal.
Oh.
You're going backwards.
Okay, that didn't work. Do you think we can even get up to the old gold?
The what now?
The old gold.
Oh, the old gold. I bet you could if you really wanted to.
Not only can I, but it seems pretty easy to. Gee, I love... nope, it's wrong. I'm always hitting the wrong buttons for everything. I don't like the buttons in this game.
It's funny. I don't have this problem at all. It doesn't really does not seem like these tuning forks are gonna end up doing anything besides being grappling points. Maybe their tuning fork appearance was simply a red herring.
It didn't do anything.
Or maybe I'm losing faith when I need it the most.
So this says like... Oh.
This door, I'm not so sure of. What?
Solved it. Figured it out.
Oh, good job. I actually did do this. I forgot.
I know how the doors work now.
Good job. How do they work?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, since I know so much, I definitely know. So you should tell me so that I know. Or since so
Take
that
your
I tell
rightful
you
place.
correct about it.
The it is a map, and you start from the dots, which seemed to me like the entrance of the map. But the path is not a path that you walk on with your little fox feet, but it's what you do with your thumbs on the D-pad. Up, right, down, left, up, right.
The door didn't open, did it?
Well, maybe I have to do it the other way too.
I think I know how to open this door, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh. Hold on.
What's up?
No, that didn't do anything. You're saying this is a door, and sure, I see how you would.
Whoa, you don't think it's a door?
Well, it looks like a domino to me. I think maybe it lowers and something, and it's an elevator, or but
I think it's gonna be a magical door that opens.
Anyway, let's look at that new page. 45, 48. Okay. Secret gathering place. Let's go there.
Yeah, I'm just not sure where it is.
Oh, I found it.
Oh.
There it is. It's that room.
Hey.
That's where we gather secrets. Wait, so that is that fucking whole stupid thing of goddamn like code for the D-pad?
Well, I would say yes, except that I've been there and I tried it and it didn't do anything.
You tried to do a D-pad code on it and it didn't work?
Yeah.
And it didn't give you like a fake secret? That's devious if these doors are giving me fake secrets because there's more to them.
Don't see how they could be giving you fake secrets.
You enter in the code the wrong way.
I'm not even sure what a fake secret is.
I feel like I've explained it. You enter in the code.
If it was something hidden that you needed to do a special thing to get, is it really a fake secret or is it a real secret?
Well, no, it's the worst of two possible secrets. So you've interpreted the clue incorrectly. You've been led down a garden path of bad clues.
Speaking of red herring.
Limey Lux's red herring secret. Yeah, red herring secret.
Speaking of red herrings. Oh.
Is this new to you?
I don't know. Ooh.
Yay! I'm happy. That's what he says.
That's new to me.
Oh, hey, look. Up, right, down, left, down,
More
right,
fucking
down,
Compass
right,
Rose
down.
weirdness. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now there's more stuff to the compass.
They're
Rose.
like, this half of an M, that's a U with a tail. This F, that's a question mark. This guy having sex is a P. And you know it by you take your P.
Oh wait, go back. I love the they started to draw it and they scribbled it out on the top
Oh,
left.
this? Yeah, because it's hard.
The only thing in the game that's accurate to real world game notes.
Yeah. What is this?
Whoa. What the hell? What?
It's raining so hard outside right now. My drain pipe is like freaking out.
It's like raining very lightly here, and I didn't even notice it until you said that, and then I was like, oh, I guess it is raining.
I have my kettle on mute, and I keep forgetting about it. I've been trying to have tea forever.
3 flowers.
This is something. This is from here.
3 flowers.
This is this. More flower secrets.
Whoa! How did you figure that out so quickly?
I figured it out as soon as I saw the flower on it.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking that this looked weird forever.
Well, it does look weird for sure.
Look at this! Look at this one pink flower. Are you kidding me?
Of course I have thought it's weird. I just am surprised.
Okay. So
Oh my god, that potion bottle is a constellation somehow.
Do you think it's warps, or do you think it's up? Where's my other flower?
To the right. Oh.
But it's not there. Now I feel stupid.
Oh, hang on. Open that map again. Hey, maybe there's another spot that looks just like this, but matches the.
Maybe.
Oh, you might be. Maybe you're supposed to end on the flower.
Yeah, but it still doesn't. But the flowers are still not in the right spot. Regardless of if I start on the flower or end on the flower. Also, there is an arrow coming from the flower.
Oh yeah.
Maybe just do. No. This is stupid. This has got to be. I must have misinterpreted something.
Oh no, you're on a roll.
It seems right? And then what's that?
That's a potion bottle.
No, next to it.
That's a constellation. That is a potion bottle. Should I maybe say the obvious, which is maybe just try doing it on the D-pad?
Yeah,
Because it has a sequence of arrows written
it
out
does.
next to
Okay,
it.
so up, left, down, left, down. Oh, I gotta write it down. Fuck. I gotta take this pen and pen it on my own.
I'll screen cap it and just tell it to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. Give it to me.
Okay, the first one is up,
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
Up, right.
down, left, down, left, down, left, down, left, up.
No.
Nothing.
Do you want to do it a little faster?
Yeah. All right. First one. Up, right, down, left, down, left, down, left, down, left, up.
I am capable of going 3 times faster, just in case.
I don't think it's a speed thing.
You don't think so?
I bet there's a just.
How fast you gonna enter in the Konami code?
Oh, wait, no, fuck it. Stand there and use the D-pad to do not what's in the page. Do what you would do if you were walking between the flowers. Like up, left, down, left. I don't know.
Ooh, I just did that and it didn't work. But maybe it's actually walk. No. Oh, okay.
What are you okaying?
Um. No. I'm realizing that this is treating a triple of flowers as a little as
Yeah.
3, not as 1.
Yep.
But I still don't know how to enter it in. Maybe just bomb.
I think it's D-pad. I think I think stand on the flower and just push the D-pad, but you have to use a route that would let you walk only between flowers. So like I think you could either go straight or.
But where's the exit? Where does it want me to exit?
I think maybe you just need to touch all the flowers.
But if there's no good, because it's like up, left, down, right, and then where?
Maybe if we try to draw a line between them all, there's only one possible solution that will touch them all.
Okay, I'll draw.
I think it starts with going left.
You don't think it starts with going up?
No. But I've been wrong before.
Okay, so you think it's left, up, right, down, right, right, down, right.
I don't know. Maybe you do start by going forward. Forward, left, down, left. But then where would you go from there? You'd have to go across to the corner of the other L, and that
Yeah.
bad.
Well, here's the thing, there are diagonals on this thing. Up. So I guess it accounts for the fact that it's not perfect. See how it goes across like that?
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck.
Okay.
But we should wrap the stream up soon.
Okay. Got it.
Wow.
Whoa. It was an achievement.
Oh, did it say like found your first secret treasure?
It said you freed a friendly fairy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you want to know what it was, by the way?
Interesting. Sure.
It was figuring out that it didn't have to be an exact over was the solution. So it's basically
Between those
right,
two.
down. Sorry, left, down, left, up, right, down.
Wait, left from start?
Yes, left from the start. So you hit this, this, this,
Oh,
this.
I see.
This, this, this. This, this was basically how I did it. That's fucked up, right? Solving secret, all these secrets were solved all of a sudden. This is the most productive stream that anyone's ever seen, I think. And then this is like, hey, by the way, no, I don't know I'm not giving myself any context, but here's that.
Sick.
Right down. Oh, wait. No, okay. Is it just like another way to do this?
Hey, what's on the back of this page? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that one. But let's go to the windmill. Oh, by the way, there is one place that I haven't been that I can go. I know that you were like hero statues, but there is this like door that I've never been into over here.
What?
Oh, was it just literally over here and I messed it up for myself? There's the like in between the Eastern Forest and the Forest Fortress is no, it's down. Yeah, it's down. I was right. It was down. There's I'll just show you on the map. Who cares? This one.
Which one? Oh, like the weird mouth?
Yeah. Is it just like another entrance into the frog domain?
Yeah, I think like that was something to do with the forest temple or the ruined atoll or something. Because I've already been in that mouth.
Oh, really? Maybe I have too. I just forgot.
I think that's likely. Are you sure there's nothing sweet hidden behind those 4 cube?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, wow, he's really sure.
So I actually, right before we started this stream, I noticed the piece of string tying those two together. And then now there's a puzzle that has to do with this. And it's has to do with there's that one notch, I guess. But I don't know what it does. I don't know how to interact with it.
Well, the circle looks like a starting point.
A starting point to what? Do I need to use... Do I need to use this? Is that my starting point?
I don't think so.
Oh, wait.
What?
Because that wasn't right. But I think I'm onto something. Okay, yeah. I figured it out. I figured it out.
What's the thing on the bottom that's like magic wand plus dagger plus spaceman?
I figured it out, but I'm out of juice. Maybe I have to do it when it's... So, it's saying there's notches on the wind. On the... Oh, so no, it's not. I'm just reading it wrong. You start at the thing, and then you read in a propeller-like
It
motion.
seems like you just follow the directions of the propellers.
No. Well, okay, so but look at the notches on them.
Well,
So
that's
it's
what I
telling
mean.
me like
That's what I mean by direction.
down. Okay. All right. Okay.
You
Okay.
start. Oh, it's the one circle. I see the circle.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you start there, and so then it's like down. No, I did it wrong. It's fucked up because where the notch is up, it's up. Where the notch is down. Where the notch is left, it's right, and where the notch is right, it's left. So it's tricky for your brain, which is why I was like, maybe what I need is to slow it down.
Wow.
No.
Youth's amazing. You could slow anything down.
This is the best part of the game. It goes down, right, up, left, right, down. Didn't work. Oh. Maybe you genuinely can't be in fire mode. Oh no, I'm burning down. I burned down all these. They have been protecting them.
Good.
Shit happens, I guess. I think this is the right thing to do. You start at the 1, right?
What are you doing exactly?
So you start here, and you're hitting
Wait.
D-pad based on where the notches are, and you're going in a
Right.
circle.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's just a little bit fast for me, so I tried to do it with the
could do it.
slowdown. Oh, okay, that's awesome that you can do that. Thank you.
Just trying to let you know that I'm sick.
I fucked it up. The thing that I'm having trouble with is switching layers when you're supposed to switch layers.
It's the string.
Yeah, it's the string. Yeah, it literally shows you. It's just tough. Nope, I did it wrong.
I could do it.
Fuck, I did it wrong.
Up, right.
Stop
right,
it! Oh my god, why would you do that?
Left,
That's psycho behavior.
left, down, up. I did it.
You don't know that you did it. Were you reversing? Were you reversing the notches?
Yeah.
No, you weren't. I could tell that you weren't.
Yes, I was. Fuck you. This isn't hard.
All of them you were reversing?
Yeah.
Well, you weren't supposed to reverse all of them. You're only supposed to reverse left and right, not up and down.
Maybe we're talking about a different kind of reverse. I don't know what you mean.
I keep showing you this. When the notch is down, you hit down. When the notch is up, you hit up. When the notch is left, you hit... Oh, no, it isn't reversed. What was that? Did I misread that? Okay, well, then this is easy now.
That's weird. I was going in the way the notches were pointing, not the direction that they were in, which is stupid. It's how it should be. Sorry, this is actually the worst part of the game, and it does suck. Twist ending. Hey. Look at that, huh? Whoa. What
I found sacred geometry. Found secret treasure number 3.
is that?
It's going to make it harder to get into the... Oh, hey.
Someone is the latest message in the chat is Anariston says Someone is owed an apology, but I literally don't know which one of us they mean and for which thing.
It could be literally anything. We're gonna go do that. I don't need any of your wares. Sorry. But can I get into your body?
Stop trying to violate the skeleton fox.
I feel like the giant skeleton fox who tries to sell you bombs and fruit, should be the breakout furry character that everyone is in love with.
I'm gonna agree with that just because I do not want anyone to sully the beautiful pure spirit of our fox boy.
No enemies even around town anymore, huh?
Yeah. There are enemies.
Oh, what do we see
Not in
here?
town. What do you? Oh.
Do these bombs work for? Oh, look what I have.
Hey.
That took so many.
Yeah. Maybe they're really strong.
Oh, I died. I thought that I found a secret, but it was just that I blew myself up because I only had 1 HP because of my thing. That's funny, right? That's a fun time.
Yeah, I'm laughing so hard.
Are you just ready to end the stream?
No.
Oh, so maybe
But
it's just, hey,
Also, yes.
maybe it's just there's 3 there, not because you need to blow up a secret door, but because there is a secret door there.
They just denote secrets. What the fuck?
Yeah, it turns out this
I
game's
was paying
easy.
attention to those white flowers too. I wasn't ignoring them. Hey dude, what the fuck?
My idea for this place is not... I thought once I got this, I would solve it. No.
I hope it's just here because somebody on the game development team thought it was hilarious.
Well, fucking laugh at that, motherfucker. It's pretty funny.
What the fuck? He's fucking sick.
Okay, let's do game, not just secrets. Did I miss any papers around town that are like obvious? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's do the one in the lower forest first. Actually, I never activated that one. Or did I?
The one in the lower forest. I don't think you ever activated any of them. I think they just were.
And now what do you think
They
this
were.
fucking is? Sick.
Sick. The perfect way to end the stream.
Something happening to my laurel? Ooh, this one looks extra special.
Wow.
Pringles Man! We found the we found the Pringles Man. Wait, and I know where they go too.
Wait, I think this is actually Uncle Pennybags, the Monopoly man.
Oh, it may be it. Well, his name was Mr. Mayor. Do you know? I know where they go. Do you know where they go?
Excuse me. His name is Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, that was the achievement. Was Mr. Mayor. Sorry, you can't see the achievements popping up. I've been being like, how come Kylie keeps unintentionally saying that these are the wrong thing? And it's just because you can't see the achievements popping up.
Yeah. So I was gonna be like, what do you mean? I thought you were trying to tell me that the Monopoly guy was called Mr. Mayor. And I was like, I think we all would have noticed if the Monopoly guy was the mayor of something.
Look at my friends. They sit in their throne room.
Oh, now we know what this strange room is.
I have a sacred geometry and a Pringles mascot here. Damn. Big stream. Beat 2 bosses. Get the laurel. Find a bunch of secrets.
And you beat the enemy rush.
And I beat the enemy rush, and it wasn't even hard. Actually, it was easy for me. And actually, honestly, it was literally easy for me.
Fine, I did better on all the bosses than you.
No, you didn't.
Except the third one.
And the librarian.
I beat it in fewer tries.
Did you? What the fuck?
Nice. Sick.
What?
Good secret, dude. Good secret.
I found the death secret.
You find all the secrets in this game.
Yeah. I'm literally falling into secret after secret.
Now listen, the situation where you grappled the librarian and it pulled you off and you died, I can understand why you would want to give yourself a pass on that one on a technicality, but of course we all know that's not really how these things work.
So how many tries did you beat it in?
Right. How many tries?
Yeah.
2.
Okay, so I beat it in. You gave me 2.5. So that's not a try. So I only had 2 tries. Half a try isn't a try.
Or 2.5 tries rounds up to 3
No, it
tries.
doesn't round up.
I invented half tries. They do whatever I say they do.
Even by your own system, half a try isn't a try. My system doesn't count the half a try because I would have beaten it on that try.
That doesn't make any sense. I said you have 2.5 tries, and you're deciding for me that half a try doesn't exist.
I mean,
That's not the logic I'm operating under.
If you don't want me to give that to you,
The only listen, you're only the 2.5 was me like going easy on you. If you don't want 2.5, you get 3. That's the only other option.
same number of tries. No, it was 2.
I will not hear of this. This is preposterous. You died.
Lives isn't tries.
Yeah, in a video game where if you die, you have to retry. Lives are tries.
No, you can die without try.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry to tell you, I actually haven't been trying at this whole game so far, so I actually have 0 tries for everything.
Gardens.
Gardens. The gardens.
Two.
You'll find the hero's grave in the gardens. Be careful of chompers.
I should get my hero's grave thing, huh? Well, anyway, that's it for this stream today.
It is. Good game.
Kylie and I
Good
did the same with the
game.
bosses, and I did better at the boss rush.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Aced
I
your
beat the whole
potions,
thing without any hearts.
but I didn't use any of the hearts that I got.
What do you mean?
I took the hearts, but I didn't use them.
Did you have full health or not?
What do you mean? When you say hearts, do you mean potions? You didn't use any potions?
No, I mean when you touch the potion bottle and it drops one potion and a bunch of hearts from the ceiling.
No, I had full health when I did that.
Lame.
Yeah. So I used 4 potions. I got those 4 potions back and then didn't use any more. I asked already if there was another page sitting around. I don't think there is. The fuck?
I don't think so. All right, it's late. I gotta get going.
Okay. Thank you
Okay,
for stop. Wait,
bye.
hold on. But before you go, you should remember to go to contentburger.biz and support Run Button on Patreon. Oh my god. It's bad in here. Oh no, my health bar shrank from 1 to 1. Yeah, you should go to contentburger.biz, sign up for the Run Button Patreon. We are looking to get things back on schedule after the sort of Omicron / me getting COVID break. And we got sidetracked with Tunic. So bonus Tunic Let's Play that we did. We didn't expect to do a Tunic Let's Play. And it's a weird one because we played it asynchronously, but I think it works. Hey, do you still not know about the music? What the fuck was with the music?
Still don't know.
Still don't know about the music. Wow, I'm so wanting to know about that.
You can try kneeling in front of the wind chimes, but I'm telling you, I already tried.
I've tried it before too, many times. You know how sometimes you're not sure if you tried it right and you just try it again? But this game I think is pretty good about that.
I even tried kneeling aligned with all 4 cardinal directions.
Wow, that's a weird
Because
idea.
It had the music note, and I thought the music note corresponded to one of the cardinal directions on the compass rose.
Oh, maybe.
Tried it, but it didn't do that.
Hold on, gotta stretch. Oh, I didn't figure out this potion thing. Is there somewhere where you can see the sky?
Oh, good question. I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm also stretching, but I gotta go now.
Yep, okay. Follow us on YouTube and follow us here on Twitch too. I know it's stupid to say, but every time we say it, people do it. So they've been watching for hours without subscribing. Please subscribe. That's it. Bye.